you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Well, hello. Hi, guys. What's going on? Happy Monday. Nope. Tuesday. Nope. Wednesday. Girl, you know I took off all week. So, you know, I'm losing count of the... Well, I didn't take off all week. I got to go back Thursday, Friday. But, you know, ultimately, I'm just living life free. You know, if I had a dream like Mike, a.k.a. Martin Luther King, I would just be home full time doing this. But right now, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Yes, it does. Shout out to Erica Badu, okay? Yes. What's going on? Y'all get up in here and like the video. KB said, boo, did you see Michelle Obama doing a lot of sniffing and drowsy eyes, giving her speech about black men? Child. Let me tell you something. Y'all remember they found that Jesus the Snowman at the White House during the LGBTQ thing that they had down there? And then it turned out the feds talking about they don't know who bought it in there. Girl, all of them people be hitting the ski slopes, girl, if you ask me. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I feel like they all hitting the slopes. Listen, to be Scamala in this day and age, you got to be on the slopes. Girl, I don't even listen, I could not do her job. I would be under some kind of influence. And yes, I would be up there and y'all be like, she high and is. Y'all, you come up here. Girl, please. Do you hear me? If I was one of them big politicians that gotta go, I'm pretty sure they don't hardly get no sleep. Girl, they'll be in the press saying she high and is. You come up here and do you switch seats with me. Come on. And let's see if you don't be high as the cost of living. Girl, I couldn't do it. I could not do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. So she probably is sniffing and sneezing and with no allergies or no cold. You get it? Girl. Dina Nicole, what's going on, boo? I sent you a 10-minute video about the Asians going off. It sent me. Girl, what Asians and what is they saying? You know, I try not to entertain the Asians, you know. I really do. But what did they say? You sent it to my email, Dina? I'm gonna have to check it. Girl, yeah, Coco, we gonna talk about it. Biden said everybody who vote for Trump are garbage because Trump said that Puerto Rico was garbage. You know, I was wondering because the shade room, the neighborhood talk, which is supposed to be a black, which I told y'all they ran by foreigners. But okay, thank you, Dina. They supposed to be a black platform, but they continue to saturate the platform with everybody else's business. Why do Negroes care about what they say about Puerto Rico? This is a real question. Why do Black Americans give a you know what about? That's why I didn't even play yesterday his part about Puerto Rico, because that ain't none of my business. That is none of my business. Okay? I don't really understand that. But see, they're doing the same thing they did Mike. You know, that's the reason Martin Luther King got up out of here. Because when he was trying to do an economic, for the poor people's campaign and do an economic push, they had him getting into war stuff. And, hey, can you speak on this? Can you speak on that? It's the same thing. It's the same thing, child. It is the literal same thing. Y'all telling me check my messages. What messages on IG? It's Bree. Thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Acorn. Through genealogy, we found a sibling. My mom had a baby when she was 16 and put the baby up for adoption. We are meeting her for the first time. Well, congratulations, Bree. That's big. That's huge, as a matter of fact. See how that genealogy at work, girl? Let me tell y'all something. And speaking of genealogy, shout out to Candace Owens. Candace Owens got Scammer backtracking about her genealogy, but this is big. Y'all, that genealogy is powerful. It's very, very powerful. On TikTok, okay. It's very, very powerful. Do you hear me? Extremely powerful. Y'all don't understand the power that's. Hold on.
And iPad.
I be seeing this boy ruler on my timeline. That genealogy is extremely powerful, and I need you guys to understand that, okay? I need you guys to understand that. I don't even, where the message is at? Y'all get in here and like the video. Get in here and like the video. Where is the messages? Girl, I don't even know how to do it on my phone. You have I got message requests. Okay, Jack said, I'm trying to join your membership. It's on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Y'all, if you can't join the membership and you're on the and you are on your iPad or iPhone, it doesn't give you the membership button, so you probably will have to get to a desktop or something. I know it gives the Apple people a hard time as far as, you know, just finding up. And I think that's messed up because that affects the creator more than anything. But, you know, it gives Apple people a hard time to find the join button for the, what do you call it, for the membership. So you guys, if you are on an Apple or iPad or, you know, something like that, you probably have to do desktop somewhere or something. Okay, Angela Davis, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. You guys, we have a lot to discuss. Now, I need you guys to do me one favor, like the video, and we're going to get into why we're here. So first of all, I really wanted to talk about this yesterday, but I had saw it. By the time I saw it, I was already getting ready to go live. But Freddy P, y'all remember Freddy P from Making the Band? He did an interview with Art of the Dialogue, and he's calling out J and Diddy, saying J and Diddy don't have no clean hands. He also says the reason J and Diddy this kind of the book that man put out that said that was Kim's memoirs. He said because then J and Diddy is going to have to be held responsible. And you know, I want to say this: J and Diddy has been talking for a long time, but these are the facts. You cannot be around somebody like that and not see nothing. And if you see something and didn't say something, that means you're just as guilty. Okay. So we're going to get into that. And I think that he made a valid point. Freddie P really made some valid points on this interview, and we're going to get into it. Also, we have him saying that he questioned the relationship between Quincy and Diddy because he feels like, okay, hold on. You going harder than his biological kids. Like, what's going on over there? Like, you have a daddy. And how long have I been saying that? You have a father. What are you talking about? We're going to get into that. Ray J gets confronted by all Diddy's sons and 8 people, and they said Chris Brown had to jump in the middle to stop the fight, girl. I don't know what's going on. We're going to get into that. Laura Govan, the girl from Basketball Wives who had to fight with LaQuisha. Oh, I'm sorry. Malaysia. Y'all remember her? She talked about how she beat the you-know-what out of Draya because Draya was messing with her man. I guess she said, don't mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you, or something like that. We're gonna get into that. Lil Durk's dad don't like snitches. He said they wanted him to snitch on Larry Hoover, and he did not snitch, and he got 26 years. Ain't me. Could never be me. Because girl, look, I'm not taking 26 years away from my life for nobody. But then he made a good point. If this ain't your life, then don't join it. And I'm here for that. Biden said that the people in Puerto Rico, he said everybody who support Trump is trash. So if y'all Trump supporters, he said you're trash. We're going to get into that. Oh, I wrote Ray J twice. And a few other things. So I need y'all to get in here and like the video. And we're going to start with Lil Durk's dad. How about that? How about we get on Lil Durk's dad? Durk is the feds. It's kind of giving me that, you know, I find it funny that the daddy got pulled over by the feds. And he going to tell y'all. He got pulled over by the feds, girl. And he just took the lick and said, call my lawyer. And I'm sitting over here saying, ooh, abundance and clarity. I didn't get to see all of it because I was going live at 5. I saw shout out to Mims. Make it make sense. Mims was had it on his channel, but I was either getting ready to go. I was doing something and I didn't get to finish it. But they say that's over there on Larry Reid channel, huh? TD Take That was literally taking that. Girl, they say he was offering massages. Now, let me say this about the part I saw. You guys. Now, in this recollection from the guy, he said that TD would take him to go get massages. And then one day, TD told him, well, the people can't come give you, I'm just paraphrasing, the people can't come give you a massage, but I'm going to do it. So he said he was reluctant but he got naked. Oh. You know, that be the problem for me. You know, I ain't never got naked reluctantly. When I took these clothes off and let these girls sit on the top of my stomach, do you hear me? I knew what I wanted to do. You know, I just ain't never reluctantly like, oh, should I or should I not? Girl, when I take this off and let that air hit under these boobs, I know what I want. You know, I know I want that air under there. I don't think about it. Well, should I not? No, baby. I want the air up under here. You don't understand how high they get up under here. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of y'all do, but most people don't, you know? So I just ain't never reluctantly, you know, well, I don't know, but let me go ahead and take it off, you know? So anyways, he takes off the clothes, girl. He said, he laid on his stomach. TD go to massaging. He said, and he turned around on the bike because TD told him turn on the bike. And when he turned on the bike, he said, TD went to massaging the genitals. He said, and immediately he felt uncomfortable and he jumped up and he went for a walk for a long time. But he came back. Oh, Sir, go lay down. I ain't listen. First of all, I ain't never got naked to let no nigga give me no massage that I didn't want to slide off up in there. Do you hear what I'm saying? See, I'm opening. See, when I did that, and don't judge me because y'all done did it too. But when I done got naked to let a man give me a massage, I'm hoping one of the times when he go up the back of my thigh, he kind of hit that little crease part. You know what I mean? He hit that little crease part, the little crease in the back. Under your booty, you know what I'm saying? And when he hit that little crease part, it's gonna make me tingle a little, you know? And then when it starts to tingle a little, I'ma just be going, oh, it feels so good. I'm about the massage though, but I ain't really talking about the massage. And then by the time he said turn around, you know what I'm saying, and go on the bike, by the time I flip to the bike, you know, the legs is wide open, you know? And so when you go to do the thigh, the inner thigh part, you know, it's a little warm down there. And he feel, this is how I be wanting it to go. So it's a little warm down there. When he feel the warm and he see my eyes rolling in the back of my head, he start to go inch closer and inch closer and inch closer. And the next thing you know, he on top of me. You know, that's how I imagine when I get naked for the massage. I don't know about y'all. Y'all could judge me, but I know 80% of y'all like that too. So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I be thinking when I be wanting to get naked. If ever I got naked for the massage, that's what I'm trying to do, you know? So for him to say he got bucky naked, and he was shocked that TD felt the heat. And went up in the genital area talking about, feel me. See, TD was saying, I want to feel the fire. You know what I'm saying? And TD went up in there and touched on the genitals and he jumped up in disbelief, according to him. And then he jumped up in disbelief. By the time he took a walk for 3 hours, he came back and had dinner. Negro, please.
It's survival. I get somebody life. Smells like somebody life.
He ain't even from Acorn.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Listen, y'all, people got to start being honest now. I know we in the Me Too era. It's 2024. People are very shy about, you know what I mean? People are very shy about, you know, admitting certain things, you know, and I get it, you know, it's just, I'm not one of them people. Not every time I've ever let a nigga say, oh, you want me to give you a massage? Girl, I already know. I done already took my bath. You see what I'm saying? Am I lying? I've already took my bath. Yes, I want you to give me a massage. Yes, I got my smell good on. You know what I mean? I smell like that, not dog shoot. I smell like Dove soap, Bath and Body Works. I might spray a little bit of good perfume depending on who giving the massage. You know what I mean? I already took my bath. Yes, I want a massage. Are you crazy? Yes. What do you mean? Sure, where you want me to lay? On the sofa? You want to go to the bed? Where we going? You got a massage table? Oh, you don't? You want me on the sofa? All right. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying. Don't do that now. We got to start being honest. Let's go back. Make America honest again. Call it Maha. Make America honest again, because America been lying for a long time, and it's time for us to stop lying. Make America honest again, okay? Let's start there first. Let's start making America honest. Maha is the new term we going with. Make America honest again, okay? We got to make it honest. We got to make it honest. Because Diddy be wanting to party, and sometimes you got to tell him no. Yeah. Maha 24 us, huh? Yeah, y'all got to stop. Y'all tell me he got naked and he was so surprised. He was man, if you don't go lay down somewhere, bro, go ahead now. Chocolate Sunshine, it's your birthday. I think I saw somebody else with a birthday. Somebody else had a birthday? Patience is a virtue. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Y'all getting here like the video. Disrupting reality. Thank you for the super chat. Vu, you see Megan is suing milagograms and her thyroid eyeballs for posting a fake S tape of her earlier this year. You know, Milagro is a different breed, a girl. You know, I used to follow Milagro before I had a channel. But then, I had found out about that drama with her churn or something like that. They say she had a churn. I don't know. But then, when did I stop? When did I jump off Milagro? Oh, I get it. I think it was around the time she was exposed for hating Nicki at first and then being a Nicki fan. That's when I was just like, oh yeah, let me get off her. You know what I'm saying? Because it was fake. You know what I mean? For me, it was just fake. But anyway, yeah, girl, I didn't know she was suing her. But if she posted that, then she wrong. Milagro wrong for that. Okay, Miss Scorpio, it's your 46th birthday. We got 2 birthdays, Miss Chocolate Sunshine, and we got Miss Scorpio 1030. It's their birthday. Y'all drop some cakes in the chat so we can get the birthdays going. Both of you beautiful ladies, I hope y'all have many, many more happy birthday from Voodoo Doll TV and everybody down at Voodoo Doll TV Reacts. Love y'all down to the ground, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week and weekend. Get the birthday chats going. Happy birthday! Now, Miss Parker, it is not your time. Now, here you go hating on Miss Chocolate Sunshine and Miss Scorpio 1310. Here come Miss Parker. Voodoo. Here come Miss Parker, girl. Y'all inside. Look at Miss Parker. But voodoo, my birthday is in 363 more days. Miss Parker, go lay down. Call me in 15 days. We gonna turn up. Let them people have their birthday. Now you out of pocket. Y'all is out of pocket, Miss Parker. This is not your time. Nah, when your time come, we gonna throw down. We gonna tear it up. But this ain't your time. You can't come on here messing with them people birthday talking about because yours in 15 days, girl. Let them people have their birthday, Miss Parker. You out of pocket now. Come on now. You know, we gonna cut you. We gonna cut up for you. You know we gonna cut up for you, you know. But let them people have their birthday. It's always, but voodoo. I understand you're celebrating their birthday, but my birthday is actually in 36 more days. Girl, Miss Parker, go lay down. We gonna come back to you, okay? Happy birthday. That's my love. Y'all know I love Miss Parker. But happy birthday, Chocolate Sunshine and Miss Scorpio, y'all. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You know, Miss Parker, you know what it gives to me? Y'all ever seen when y'all ever been a child or been to a child birthday party and everybody singing happy birthday, and then after they say may the dear Lord bless you, and they say had the last happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And the mama say, make a wish. And the baby make a wish. And when she go to blow out the candle, the other child next to her blow it out too. That's Miss Parker. Miss Parker, the child who want to help blow out the candles, but ain't nobody asked for your help. You know what I mean, Miss Parker? Let them people blow their candles out now, ma'am. Miss Parker was the child that blew out the candle, but act like she ain't did it when she got caught. You know what I'm saying? And they said, Miss Parker, she looking like, huh? Yeah, that's Miss Parker. She helped blow out the candle. Y'all know what I'm not. Y'all know I'm not lying. Put a one in the chat if you ain't never seen a child like that. I know I've seen that many birthdays growing up, girl. It's always one, and they be buku close. Next thing you know, by the time they say make a wish, they be waiting. Oh, I love us for real, like Monique. I love us for real, girl. We is a time. Acorn is a time. Do you hear me? Now we gotta get into the show, y'all. We done joked a lot. We gotta get into the show. Okay, you guys, like the video. If you have not already, okay, like the video. Now let's get into who I say we're going. Let's get Mr. Durk, because you know Lil Durk is Lil Durk because Big Durk. I didn't know that was his name. I didn't know he was a Big Durk, but I guess he was outside in these streets and he had a name in the streets, and he's gonna tell us how they wanted him to get Larry Hoover. And immediately I thought of that verse from what's his name? Rick Ross, when he said, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. And I say, they're the same person? But it turns out they different. Because when Big Meech got released, they say, oh, that's Larry Hoover. And they say, no, that's Big Meech. And they say, oh, Rick Ross had everybody confused or something like that. I don't know, girl. But yeah, Larry, they say they wanted him to snitch on Larry Hoover, and he refused and did 26 years because he is a real one. And I said, shit, ain't me. I ain't real. I'm fake. As a $3 bill. Do you hear me? I am fake. Let's get into it. Hold on.
26 in California.
Now, this is him. He said, Hamdulillah, you know, they go in Negro, come out Muslim. You know how I go. And he's going to tell the story of what happened, what made him do 26 years and go away from his churn. And it's all because he's a real nigga, okay? A real Muslim nigga, too. Check it out.
So, when you first caught your case, how did that actually transpire?
Well, actually, I was on my way to 26 in California to go to a court proceeding. So soon as I was walking up the stairs to go through the doors, the feds was coming out the door, and they grabbed me right then and there, took me to another side door, right out the back behind the building, into a car, and shot me down there on Van Bruin to the federal court building. They put me in this interrogation room, and it was a couple of agents in there. It was the U.S. attorney in there. And they said, listen, because I have a driver who brought me there and dropped me off at the front of the place. He wouldn't park the car. They said, listen, don't nobody know that we got you right now. No one. They said, we'll put you right back on 26, and your driver don't even know you going already. We'll put you back on 26 if you give us Larry Hoover. I said, what? I said, you give us Larry Hoover, we'll put you back on 26, and you'll work for us. I went in my pocket, pulled out the card to my lawyer, slid it on the table, and said, call my lawyer. And from then on, 26 years later, here I am, free man, without telling, without compromising, without being someone I'm not, rats, stool pigeons, you know, people who tell things to get out. You know, this is the type of life, we don't live this type of life. You know, I'm a Muslim first and foremost, no doubt about it. But even in Islam, we don't believe in telling. We don't believe in rats. We don't believe in stool pigeons. So for someone to try to tell you to tell on somebody else to save your own neck and all this, you get in this thing, you hold your own weight. You know, that's how people got to look at it. I'm in this, and I hold my own weight. You don't bring nobody else into this. You don't tell on nobody else to save your own skin. Get out of it. That's not your lifestyle. That's not what you're about. Get up out of it, you know. When the thing hits, when it hit, the impact come in, you continue to stand strong. You continue to go down for what you believe in. and don't bring nobody else down with you. You know, I like that little, I think it's Jeezy. I like the little saying he said in his little rap song, if you ever get caught up, don't mention my name. You know, that's just one of the slogans I like. You know, that's one thing people should take as an anthem. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Don't mention nobody's name. Just do you, you know.
Now there go. He did all of that to say somebody ratted on him. Sir, that's, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid. Don't y'all think? Don't y'all think it's kind of dumb? Like, you didn't rat, and then somebody turned around and ratted on you. Now they're a stool pigeon. No, they're smart. See, the way the feds work, the reason they have so many people in the feds is because people rat. So you didn't snitch, and then somebody turned around and snitched on you. But see, there ain't no loyalty in the streets. Ain't no loyalty in the streets. And you know, I feel like these people like to make it seem like, this, that, and the third. No, listen, let me tell y'all something. Lil Durk is probably a product of Big Durk. Okay. And Lil Durk, prior to this whole Quando Rondo thing, allegedly, but I believe, was doing a whole lot of making sure and ordering unalivings around this world. That wasn't the first time. Lil Durk is right where he belongs. I don't care how he changed his life. And you know, I'm starting to think about it too. Now, the more that I'm thinking about this whole Negroes going in, Negro coming out Muslim, I'm starting to think that that is a psyop. I'm starting to think that's a psyop. I'm starting to think that there's a relationship between the Black Muslim movement and the prison system that allows them to convert all these Negroes into Muslims. And this is just a conspiracy theory, but hear me out. Because all these Negroes go in with their real name and come out with a Muslim name, start the praying, and then they literally disconnect themselves from their heritage and from their ancestry and their lineage. You know what I mean? It's giving me psyop tease. It really is. It's giving me psyop tease. Because why all these, they got more Negroes come out Muslim than regular Christian. They don't have none come out Jehovah Witness. I just ain't never heard no nigga be like, man, I went in, I did my bid, I did 10, 15, and I came out and learned Jehovah was the most high. Not now, nigga. They all come out praying 3 times a day and eating coochie and no pork. Ish. You know what I mean? And it just be like, the Muslim is the only ones they got up in there. Muslim and Catholic. You said it just when I said it, Coco. Muslim and Catholic. That's the only ones they let in the prison. I'm just saying, it's giving psyop to me. But anyways, he came out. And that's the thing, Sergeant King. You're right. Negroes don't come out Catholic, girl. Please. Ain't enough soul in the Catholic religion. Negroes ain't coming. Only Negroes that's Catholic, they grew up Catholic, and they just be going to church sometimes for Christmas and stuff, but they don't really go. You know what I'm saying? Them Negroes go in Jabari Jones and come out Sharif X. Now tell me, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but you tell me, them niggas go in Jabari Jones and come out Sharif X. who in the hell? And then they start the naming they people, they churn Sharif XX the third and Sharif, and not the whole line, the whole lineage cut off. I'm just saying, take that information, do with it as you please, but it's giving me psyop tease. But anyway, he came out a Muslim, missed all of his child's life. He could have helped his child and converted his life over outside, but he decided not to be a snitch. And here we are. Okay. And now your son is right where he belongs. I don't care. People are, well, I'm not saying nothing bad about Durk. The Durk is where he belongs. Prison. Y'all know how it go. Okay. And look, love wisdom. Why they can't do it like this? Why they can't just be Akbar Muhammad Williams? Why they can't be Akbar Muhammad Smith? Why we can't change our first and last name? I'm telling you, it's a psyop. I mean, our first and middle name. It's a psyop. Why can't we just change the first name and keep the last name? Why I can't be, what's a girl name? What's the girl name they be giving the Muslim women? Why I can't be one of them last name and then a regular last name like Johnson? Why I got to turn my last name into X? It's a psyop. Y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up. It's a psyop. I'm telling you it's a psyop. I'm telling you. I feel it in my soul. Thank you, Moon McDonald's, for the super chat. Where do I get my acorn emoji? I missed the meeting. I posted the link. Hopefully that worked. And I saw somebody else post another one. Check one of those links, baby. I'm sorry. Thank y'all so much for the super chat. Thank y'all for the support as well. SL, thank you for becoming a member, handsome. Thank you for becoming a member, handsome. Yeah, why I can't be Shahada Sharif? What's the Negro last name? Adams or something like that. Monifa. Why I can't? Girl, I'm just saying, it's giving psyop tease. But yeah, you missed all that time away from your child, and now look at your child. You just getting out and he going in. That doesn't make sense. You're not gonna tell me that that man looks back at that and think that was the right decision to make. But he's still institutionalized because he thinks that he's a real one. The whole time somebody else got to raise their child and you didn't. Just doesn't make sense. But Lil Durk is in prison where he belongs, and I hope he never come home. And I see it. Okay. I hope he never comes home. Thank you, Love Wisdom, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna get into Laura, girl. Laura. So Laura goes on what's his name? Carlos King podcast. You know, Carlos King loved the girls. He loved to interview the girls. All the housewives, all the basketball wives, all the wives that ain't never really been wives, right? And he goes to interview Laura Govan. Is it Laura? One of the sisters, girl. Now, you know she had that fight with LaQuisha. Malaysia, y'all remember that? Remember we talked about it. We still not really too particularly sure on who won, but we know it was a roll. It was a ball. And when she said she had a fight with what's the girl name? What's the girl name she said she had a fight with? Draya. I said, oh, she rolled her out. Do you hear me? I know she rolled Draya out because Draya little flimsy little thing. Listen, this when LaQuisha had just had a baby, because so LaQuisha was a little thickums. Girl, when I seen she rolled with LaQuisha, I said, girl, Poe Draya ain't have a chance. Poe Draya. She ain't have a chance. Child, thank you, MOB, for the super chat. It won't let me give subs, so how can I help the churn for Christmas? Well, I don't know why it's not letting you give subs. Hold on, let me see something. You on the iPhone? I don't know, y'all. I think they've been taking my gift and subs thing away because y'all been making it rain too much. I don't know. YouTube really be playing with me. They really do. They really do, y'all. I promise you. Because sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. I don't know. And I checked the membership thing. Everything seemed to be active. I'm going to check one more time while we get to Laura. But look, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to check it one more time when we get on the Laura thing. So Laura Govan basically says, at first, now I'm not going to lie. When I first heard what she said, I said, here we go again. Another woman rather check the woman than check the man, right? Lady Onyx, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Thank you so much. I say, here we go again. Another woman who rather check the woman than check the man. And then I heard more of the story, and basically she feels like her and Draya were really good friends. Well, not good friends. They were friends. Draya was helping her, and the whole time was sleeping with her maid. Okay, so I understand it, but I feel like hands and paws should have been put on Draya and Gilbert Arenas. Oh, he's so weird. Ew. And let me say this too to the girls that be in the because you know it's already said Laura was messing with Shaq. Girl, Shaq was messing with everybody. Let's start there. But let me just say this, girl, when it comes to Laura talking about somebody was messing with her man. Girl, all y'all mess with each other, man. Y'all go around in a circle to everybody, man. That's what y'all do. So it was just your turn. Like, I don't quite understand that. It was your turn. Y'all are in a small circle where the same dudes rotate through the same girls. It was your turn. I mean, I get the disrespectful piece about it, but on some real life sis naive, it was your turn because you did it to somebody else. And they should have beat the dog mess out of you, if you ask me. But anyways, let's get into what she had to say on beating up Draya. And to be honest, you don't really get points because Draya is not a girl who be out here rah. And now if you say you beat the hell out of Tammy, then we'll be like, ooh. Or you beat the hell out of Malaysia, we'll be like, ooh. Or Jackie, we'll be like, ooh. But Draya obviously is a lover, not a fighter. Check it out, girl. Let's see what this girl had to say.
Said on his podcast, I believe he was with Nick Young.
Mm-hmm. He told me that story.
Did you see that story where he pretty much talked about what Draya was doing in the backseat and all that stuff? What do you have to say to that about you?
Really quickly, too. And then I'm going to read the caption to y'all. This is how slow Laura was. Laura Govan recalls beating the F out of Draya Michelle after finding out her ex Gilbert Arenas sent Draya $25,000 and brought her to Los Angeles. So you, girl, I wouldn't have been able to think about Draya first. You tricking too? And taking this girl on trips? Girl, I would have rolled Gilbert Arenas' our parents looking ass out. Do you hear me? I would have rolled him out. But she didn't want to do that because she wanted to keep her nigga. So she just went on and beat up Draya.
Draya and the Gilbert thing.
So here's what I would say about that. Let me clean that up because people were like, oh my God, Laura's just a bully, even 10 years ago. Like, oh, she's a bully. She's bullying her. So Gilbert told me that story about Draya. He had a lot to say. And I remember in the context, I think we had broken up and he was like, well, this is what I did, right? Like, I messed with this girl from Philly and it was this and that. She only in the car and blah, blah, blah. At the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives. Draya was brought on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. I remember that was it. And guess what? I liked her. No idea that she was there being.
And Gilbert said on his podcast,
Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea. So then when I found out, it was when I was going through some papers at the house and I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. Let me tell you what I did. I remember finding the paper. I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. I remember showing up and I was not supposed to be filming. And I walked past everybody and I beat her. And it did not air. They did not want that to air.
You beat up Draya?
I beat Draya. I think I picked her up by her collarbone and threw her. And then I spit on her. And I was trying to get to her even after that. Am I proud of those things? Absolutely not. But what you're not going to do is be my friend. Don't be in my face. And from what I heard, you was Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea at the time. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? You help me help you. Where are we supposed to go with this? Because everything at the time, I told you, anybody could get it. I never have a problem till we have a problem. We got a problem. And you're in my face though. And I was her friend. I'm like, back, she used to do my quotes on my Instagram and tweets. She used to be like, no, take that off. Do this. I liked her. So you do me like this?
So wait.
I'm going to do you like that.
So you're saying while Draya and you were on the show together and y'all were developing this friendship and she's in your face, y'all cool as shit, all the while she is sleeping with your man,
Facts.
knowing that that's your man.
Facts. The time.
Pregnant. Got the young.
And this the nigga in question right here. Girl, money will turn a bitch blind is Scooter Brown. Do you hear me? Look.
boy.
Damn, if they only knew. But like I was shocked too though. Like that day when I was riding home with Philly in the car, yeah. I don't know if I can tell that story. If you want me to tell that story.
No, she's a mother now.
She's a mother now. Yeah, we can't do that. Cause that day changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. That day changed my life. That's when Swaggy P was like, okay, now.
Wait, is he Gilbert or is he Gilbert? I don't know why I thought they both look weird. Is it him or him? I don't know these people. Is it him? Because he looked like the boy who was humping the other boy. Remember?
This is what NBA is about.
Hey, listen. Hey, NBA. Hey, listen. I'll let you know. This is.
Yeah. I'm riding in the car. He in the back seat.
Okay, they say Gilbert in the blue. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Because he looked young. That's Nick Young. What's his name? He looked young.
I turned my head. This nigga against it. Huh?
No.
What was you doing in that back seat, Gil? What was you doing in that back seat? We went to the strip club.
Pregnant.
This is who she was battling over. And you know, so you walked on the set, the girl didn't know, and you beat her up. All right, now what? You still went home and cried in the fetal position because that nigga gave that lady $25,000 and was taking her to LA. This is not the flex that Laura thought it was. And let me tell you why. Because there are two different girls. No, there are three different girls. There are three different girls that roam the earth. Okay, let's talk about the three different girls. And you can tell who are who in the comments, right? Let me give you the difference between the three girls. Here are the three different girls. There's the girl who continues to get cheated on and would not want to, and she's selfish. Now, she's a very selfish girl. This girl do not want to leave her situation because it either benefits her and she's in love, or either she's just in love and it don't even benefit her. So this girl refuses to change her situation. And what makes her so selfish is she would rather confront every single girl that mess with her man than to actually do something about the man that's doing her dirty. That's those girls. Now, those girls are typically in the comment section saying, and she did right because she wrong. She shouldn't have been messing with that girl, messing with that girl, man, knowing that girl had a boyfriend and messing with her boyfriend. First of all, y'all weren't friends. Now that I'm listening to it again, all she did was help you with your Instagram post because you probably didn't know nothing about Instagram. She wasn't your friend. Now, was it messed up for her to do knowing that she talked to you? Absolutely. But the thing is, they think that they get this satisfaction from beating up the girl, but as soon as they finish beating up the girl, they go home and cry in a fetal position. And then they do it over and over again like a broken record, okay? That's that girl. And those girls in the comments saying that they cheering Gloria on or Laura, whatever. Then there's the girl who likes and don't mind messing with your nigga. Yeah, then there's that girl too. See, that girl exists and she feels like, girl, I'm not your friend. I don't owe you nothing. So she feels like I could go mess with whoever I want. He ain't married. And even if he is married, that's on him. You need to tame him because he is the problem. But no, you play a big part in what happens. Ultimately, he owes the woman the loyalty. But you play a part in that too, because you know it takes two to tango. But again, it's not all on you. I say it's mostly on the man. That's just my belief. But the girl who feels like I'm pretty or I'm attractive or whatever, and I can do what I want, those girls are in the comments probably rooting on Draya. Oh, Draya, you did good. That she just jealous of you, Draya. And these girls who root her on really live vicariously through the Drayas because they see that Draya's an attractive girl, and a lot of them aren't as attractive, and they feel like, you know, if this girl pretty and y'all wasn't, and I don't like you anyway, and y'all wasn't married, and even if y'all was married, he ain't like you anyway. Boom, boom. So that's that girl. And then there's the third party girl. The third party girls sit back and look at both of these hoes and say they both slow as turtles. Because the third party girl is saying, y'all, and it's that third party girl is a very small, minute few. They are the minority in these girls. The third party girl sits back and say, y'all fighting each other when whoever's the woman need to be fighting that nigga. How is it that you fought the girl and you still with the nigga? Now, see, both girls like to jump on the third party girl because the third party girl looking at both of y'all and think all y'all slew. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot of them because it's not the popular opinion. Everybody feels like, hey, as the wife or as the girlfriend, I get to whip your ass. And everybody feels on the other side as the side chick, I don't care because it's on him and not me. And then the third party saying, all y'all messed up. Let's go and cut the head off the snake and get the nigga. But see, nobody never hit a third party girl. Because the third party girl, if they listen to the third party girl, it will make them hold themselves and the man accountable. And nobody wants to hold the man accountable. So Laura did all of that, picked the girl up, threw her on the collarbone, whatever. And you've been miserable before and after. So now what's the perm? Now what do we do with that information? Beating up somebody like Draya is not a flex because Draya is not a fighter. Now, if you told us, like I say, you walked in on Jackie and you picked up Jackie and threw Jackie across the room and beat the dog mess out of Jackie, we'll be like, oh, girl, for real? Or Tammy, Evelyn. We would even take Evelyn. If you came in and said you found out Evelyn was messing with your man, listen to me and listen to me good. If you say you found out Evelyn was messing with your man and Evelyn was helping you with your doggone internet or whatever, and you found her on set, rolled up on Evelyn, grabbed her, threw her across the wall off the collarbone, and Evelyn was crying, girl, we would be saying, but Draya, come on, man. Draya, I'm right, China, she fragile, bro. She fragile, bro. Come on now. You don't get no props for that. And guess what? Do you think that stopped Draya Coochie from getting the frequent flyer miles? No. Draya Coochie probably went into overdrive after that. You think she stopped messing with your nigga? Come on now. See, this is what the women, the main woman got to understand about the side chick. She's a very relentless and resilient bitch. You feel what I'm saying? That's a very relentless and resilient bitch. It's like raid on roaches. You might kill some of them, but they gonna still have some left. That girl Coochie, listen, probably went into overdrive. Do you hear me? As it should, because both of y'all flew. So you did that, you beat her up, you thought you was gonna get gratification. Yeah, you might get a few people in your corner saying, yeah, girl, you did your thing because she wrong. But then when you go home and you lock your door and them churning in that house, I'm like, man, we hungry. And that nigga is 10 o'clock and he still ain't came home. Yeah, because I'm going to lay the picture out for you. When you go, after you whip her ass and get the props from your girl, and you go home and lock your door and put your alarm on, and them churn is in there hollering because they hungry, they tired, boom, 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 and you look around and Gil's still not there, and you go to calling, the nigga ain't pick up the phone. You go to texting, the nigga ain't answer the phone. He done turned off his location. You don't know where he at. You go get in the bed and take whatever sedative you need to put you to bed because you can't eat, you can't sleep. And then you put the cover over your head like you got COVID, and then you cry yourself to sleep. You cry because you did all of that, and he probably still with Draya licking her wounds. This is the problem in the community, okay? Because at the end of the day, when the day ends, the pain still sits on the top of your chest like a chest cold. Do you hear me? So with that being said, Laura, kudos to you. You beat her up. But you still went through the drama. So, I mean, at some point, your hands got to get tired. You got to get tired of beating up the girls and start beating up the nigga. That's what I did when I was married. I used to fight the girls. Oh, yeah. Used to confront them. Used to go fight. Because this before we had cell phones like that. Yay. You want to call my phone and hang up and I press *69 and I get your number? Yay. Go to the phone book. Let me tell you something. I'm an old school bitch. 19, 20. What we talking about? You want to call you forgot to press *67. You want to call my house? As soon as you hear me hang up the phone? Okay. *69. Get the number. Go to the phone book. Find you in the white pages. Come on. Who old enough to remember? Find you in the white pages. Get your address. In New Orleans, small, somebody know you. You know so-and-so? Yeah, I know her. Mm-hmm. What school she go to? Oh, where she work at? Oh, she work at Popeyes on Canal. All right, bet. I used to be like that. Bet. Popeyes on bet. Me and y'all, Liz, y'all come ride with me right quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we outside. We walking in the Popeyes acting like we ordering a 2-piece with a red beans and rice and a biscuit, and we really just want the 2-piece. You get it? I used to do that, but then I ain't gonna lie, it ain't take me long to realize, bitch, you gonna be fighting everybody in the city. You're gonna be fighting everybody in the city. So I redirected my anger to the nigga. I used to do stuff like hide behind the door when he coming in and wait till he close the door and bop him upside the head. Now he got a black eye. I used to do that type of stuff. Now I don't condone it, but I'm just saying at some point at 19, 20, 21, I started realizing it ain't these girls, it's this nigga. But some women never come to that realization. So I'm not dragging her for having the experience because I've had it as well. I just feel like at this big age, you telling a story like you did something when you did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. That's the moral to the story, okay? Girl, let me tell you something. My ex-husband was a banquet manager at the Hyatt Hotel downtown Canal Street, at the Sheraton Hotel downtown. He wore suits and ties to work, baby. He was one of the management. And he used to have to go to work and tell them people he was playing basketball. Bitch, please. Keep playing with me. And then after that, I got tired of beating him up. And then and we used to fight each other. He never really hit me for real, unless I really like messed him up. But I got tired of that. And I was just like, I don't even want to do this shit no more. And I did. And I was in my early mid-20s. I just, everybody different. But let's move on. Laura, you thought you ate, girl. You actually starved. Let's move on. You too old for that. You too old for that, Laura. You thought you ate, you barely nibbled. Y'all get the likes up on the video. We got to move to the next topic. Get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to go to, let's get Ray J out the way. You guys like the video, please. Do we need a commercial break? Let me give y'all a commercial break so y'all can like the video, because more than half of y'all have not liked the video. Y'all like the video, please.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love.
Like the video. Like the video, guys. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. It's free to like the video. It's a free way to support the channel. Moon McDonald's, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, Moon. I think you upgraded your membership. Thank you so much. Rocky, thank you for the super chat. I know, right? Voodoo old school. Girl, yes. See, people don't understand. See, that's what I love about being what they say we are millennials and Gen X. We have one foot in the new technology and one foot out. One foot in and one foot out. Girl, let me tell you something. I used to remember how you used to find somebody back then. They call your house, because that's how you got to get in touch with them. They call your house. If they don't press star 67, and plus I knew somebody who knew how to get around the star 67. But star 60. If you don't press that, I'm hitting the star 69. And when I get the number, I'm going to the phone book. What we talking about? And when I find you and listen, in New Orleans, how it work, I know what area you in. So if your first street started with a 945, you in the 9th ward. If you started with a 243 or a 24 something, you in the east. If you started with an 810, you uptown, 3rd ward. Girl, come on. What we talking about? I don't know if y'all said it like that, but that's how it was for me. I know where you live by the first 3 digits, bitch. 945 was 9th ward. 944 could have been across the canal. I already know where you at. I'm just trying to see who you is so I can put the face to the number. Girl, please stop it. Girl, please go into the white pages. Girl, I already know what area you in. And New Orleans so small, somebody know you. And if they don't know you, they know somebody who know you. Go find you, please. Go find you. That's the old school way. That was before you could put somebody's number in Google or Cash App or something like that. Girl, please. Go find it. It took a little bit more work, but it worked. It wasn't work back then when you was doing it because you didn't know there was an easier way. But it didn't take you long. Yeah, girl, I know where you at. What you mean? Oh, 240. You in the east. Oh, you in the east? Oh, got it. Liz, that was my homegirl from school back in the day. Liz, ask your sister to borrow your uncle car. Now the uncle used to give us the rock rental. What are we talking about? The uncle had a rock rental. All we had to do was come up with $20 for him and $5 for gas, and we could ride all day on $5. Liz, tell your sister get your uncle call. I got $20 because I steal it from him. I got $20. Y'all come up with the $5 for the gas. We gonna go riding around looking for the girl. Come on now, we done did that. I done been there, so I'm not judging her for that. I just feel like at this big age, you told that story like. You know what I mean? Like you ate, you didn't. You look stupid. You look dumb, actually. You look really stupid. And she probably still in a fetal position that night. You know, it's just, I don't know. Girl, please. Bring back the crackheads. Girl, you ain't never had to worry about a ride. A rock rental? Psh, girl, please. Back then, $20 and $5 for the gas. That's when gas used to be less than $1 a gallon. Yes, ma'am. $5 will almost fill it up, if not fill it up, depending on the car. See, he had a stankin' Lincoln, you know what I mean? So it didn't fill it all the way up, but it was enough for us to ride all day long. Do you hear me? And when he ready for his call, he'll beep you, you know, but when he beep, we'll just try to act like we ain't heard it the first 3 times. Then by the time we come back, he cuts us out, boom, 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 because he got somebody else to give the call to. Girl was in the stankin' Lincoln, riding around, girl. Water guns popping up on people, shooting people with water guns like we real life. I remember my grandma found out we was doing that, and she said, "Y'all gonna get y'all ass killed. Somebody gonna think y'all got real guns. Get y'all ass." We used to go get water guns, girl. I'm telling you. What's a rock rental? A rock rental. So what happens is back in the day we had crackheads. Y'all remember the crack era? See, the crackheads wanted to get high so bad that they will sell anything, right? And so what happened was if you give a rockhead $20, $30, $40, they could get high all day. So what they would do is if they had a car, it's called a rock rental. I give you money for rocks, you let me rent the car. It's not going, this was Enterprise before Enterprise. Does that make sense? You know how you want to rent a car? You go down to Enterprise and you give them your ID. See, with the rock rental, you don't need all that. You don't need no ID. You don't need no insurance. You don't need nothing. All you need is $20 or more. Okay? $20 or more. You go down there. You don't need no license, no nothing. You don't need nothing. All you need is $20. You find a rockhead who want to get high. And you say, look, let me get the call. And he be like, I need to go downtown and pay my light bill. Man, look, I got $30. What's up? All right, here, take the keys. Be back by 3:30. But see, he lying, telling you he got to go down there and pay his light bill. He lying. He have another rock rental set up for 4. That's why he wants you back for 3:30. You know what I mean? And if you come back later than that, like with my friend uncle, he used to curse us out because we kind of cut into the time of the next person. So yeah, that's what the rock rental was. Hey, y'all got it. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Be back here for 3:30. He's saying that because at 4 o'clock, somebody else got to get the call. Okay. But yeah, that's a rock rental. You know, that was a rock rental back in the good old days. You know, they say you never know about the good old days until you leave them, huh? You never know the good old days till they behind you. Girl, Lord, bring me back. We ain't got no more rockheads, no more rockheads back then. They used to fix cars. I'm talking about they could drop an engine in your car, girl. They painted cars. They did roofs. They cut grass. Girl, they will even babysit if they're your family. You know what I mean? And listen, the churn was safe. You ain't have to worry about it. They weren't gonna do nothing to the churn. They're gonna get high. The churn, you know what I mean? Depending on the rockhead. Let me say that. But these Negroes was jacked. They became very talented. You know, some of them cooked. It just what it was. And yeah, you get the rockhead. I need somebody to fix to paint my house. I know this man who smoked rocks. He been painting for 40 years. That's what he does. He got fired from the paint people. So now he just do it on the side to support his habit. Girl, it would have cost the people $1,000 to say they're gonna paint 3 rooms in your house. The rockhead gonna do it for $150. What's up? $150. What's up? The rockhead gonna do it for $150. And guess what? It's gonna come out top tier like the people came down and did it themselves. Yup. What's up? Girl, my mama had a leak in her roof one time and had paid the rockhead. Girl, what we talking about? That man fixed that roof like a dog. What we saying? What we talking about? Girl, they very, very talented people. See, that's why I don't like this fentanyl. The fentanyl just take them out. They don't make them have no type of skills or nothing, you know. Now the fentanyl and the pills, they just get zombies. Y'all are useless to society. Y'all know you, girl, you have plumbing issues, a rockhead will fix it. Your tub, you need a tub installed, a rockhead will do it. You want a brand new kitchen. There's a rockhead somewhere who used to work for the people, girl. He only got fired because he kept coming to work high and he kept calling in. That man been doing this stuff for 42 years. He will come in and remodel your whole house for $675. Do you hear me? Come on, man. What we talking about? But the new crackheads, the new people, they just, you know, I don't know. It's just different nowadays. It's just different. Bring back the old days. Now let's move on. So Ray J got pushed. Ray J was confronted by Diddy's sons. And listen, when I imagined it, it seemed so gay. Because, I mean, it's Diddy's sons. Y'all remember when the Migos jumped up and was about to fight Joe Budden? That's the type of tease it sounded like to me. That's what it sounded like. I don't know if that's what happened, but it just gave blouses, you know, coming up to him saying, what you said about my daddy? You know what I'm saying? It just give blouses tease. I don't like it. I don't too particularly like it. But anyway, he was coming out of somewhere and he was confronted. Hold on, let me let y'all see it. He was confronted by the Diddy boys. Now, we all know the light-skinned one. That's the one that's really LB Shola boy. And it's always odd to me that he goes so hard for Diddy. And we're going to get into that with Freddy P. But they really going hard for Diddy. Now, the Diddy boys catch Ray J somewhere. And I said, now, what did Ray J say? I thought Ray J like it. You don't like them people. I thought Ray J was cool with them people. And then it dawned on me. Oh, see, Ray J be playing. See, Ray J is like Smokey. Y'all remember from Friday? Ray J like Smokey. Remember when Ice Cube character told Smokey, you the only one walking around here playing. You think they playing with you? You think Worm ain't gonna come back? You know what I mean? It's giving that. Because it dawned on me. Oh, I know when Ray J said asses was being taken. Let's go get the clip. Let's go get the clip and see what Ray J said.
A lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality. They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Is that the message? That was funny, fam. Now what? I don't use baby oil. Lube sometimes in sex makes it better.
All right. So that was Ray J. Now they say the boys didn't too particularly, the Diddy boys, they didn't too particularly appreciate it. According to the Neighborhood Talks, it said neighbors, Diddy's 3 sons almost got into a fight with Ray J at a Halloween party in LA. The brothers Christian, Quincy, and Justin were upset about the things Ray J said about their dad, who is having some freaky legal problems. It says after the party ended, Ray J and his friends, including Amber Rose and his manager, walked to the parking lot where Diddy's sons confronted him. Things got tense as the brothers surrounded Ray J, getting in each other's faces and wanting to fight. Okay? According to TMZ, Chris Brown saw what was happening from his car and ran over to help. He pulled Justin and Christian away to calm things down. Other people also stepped in and no one got hurt. This wasn't the first time Diddy's sons tried to confront Ray J. They had approached him about his comments several times before. It says Ray J said he would be open to talking, but was also ready to defend himself if needed. Sources say he still thinks of Diddy and his kids as family and didn't want to get into a fight with them. Ray J previously stated that the industry could learn from Diddy's mistakes and that he's working on a plan to help the next generation avoid these problems. Now, they say that they ran up on Ray J because they felt like, Ray J, you doing the most, you know, like you talking about my daddy. Now, Quincy, keep in mind, Quincy is not his biological child. And I get it. You know, he raised Quincy. But I'm telling you, ever since listening to this Freddy P interview, I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to make me look at this thing a whole lot different. It really is, because Quincy go harder on harder for and I said this before, Quincy goes harder for Diddy, and then say his dad, his real daddy is his homeboy. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, you know, Whack 100 always in the middle of the mess. Nowadays, remember, the gangsters don't be in the streets no more. Now they're on Zoom calls. Hold on.
The Combs is trying to rush.
Gangsters don't be on the corner no more. You know, back in the days, gangsters used to be outside. You know, typically everybody knew who they was. People already knew if something happened in the neighborhood, it was one of them. Now in 2024, the gangsters not outside. They inside on Zoom calls. So Whack is doing a Zoom meeting to discuss the whole Pyru, Ray J, Chris Brown, debacle, or whatever the case may be. And Ray J calls in to tell him, yeah, bro, they got me. They came out. I was walking outside minding my business, and them niggas came up on me. I thought it was Prince and his crew. You know what I mean? But it turns out it was Quincy, Justin, and the other little boy. All the Diddy boys came to Diddy Bop, and I wasn't ready to bop because I ain't have nobody with me. You know, so he's going to conversate with Whack, Wiggity Whack, and he's going to confirm these allegations. Y'all check this out.
Young Buck and them gonna get the squad back with him. Ray J. No. Listen now. Everybody been calling me, and you know, until you call me, I feel like it's no big deal. All right? So I'm talking to the exposer homies. They talking about the Combs is trying to rush you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They tried to rush you in Miami?
Nigga, in LA, nigga.
Where?
Bro, you know I'm not gonna call y'all because this could go somewhere else. And I'm like, you know, at the club, dog.
But you didn't have Donut them with you?
I ain't have nobody with me, dog.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3? What?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them at 8 and they tried to rush you for real.
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out.
Nah, blood.
It's just going out, dog. Like, fuck them niggas down. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young. Like, it ain't like that. Like, I moved away from it. Like,
huh?
I tried to talk some sense into like what happened, but I just, you know what I'm saying, luckily the homie Chris is here.
What? Wait, what Chris?
Chris Brown, bro. But well, Whack, don't put this shit up online. Bro.
Nah, it's this. Oh, fuck them niggas.
Nah, but still, don't.
It's going up. It's already online. It's online that the niggas tried to rush you and you ain't told me shit. It's everywhere, nigga. It's everywhere that the niggas tried to rush you. They ain't say they put their hands on you. I just said the little homie gonna squabble up. I thought it was just one. Now you telling me them and 8 niggas. So it's on.
It don't need to be like that.
Nah, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. All right, so I'm gonna call you when I get back tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up on you. All right. They tried to get the little homie.
Yeah, but Whack, they hot as fire grease right now. Leave those niggas alone.
Man, I don't give a fuck how hot they is.
They hot. They hot.
Nigga, if we run into you, nigga, if we run into you, act like it's 1995.
Yeah. They hot though.
This comment one right here. It's like listening to The View. Girl, what? This comment one right here. It's like listening to The View. Like what? And you online telling them, oh, we gonna get them niggas. What? What? Girl, so according to Ray J said that he was coming out of the thing and the Diddy boys wanted the Diddy Bop, but he wasn't ready. He didn't have nobody with him. Now, he didn't realize he's on the Zoom call with Wiggity Whack. And Whack is on there with the other bros talking about how they gonna get the Diddy boys for trying to Diddy Bop with Ray J, and Ray J wasn't ready to bop, or did he? You know what I mean? Now, this is my thing. I feel like I could fight and beat up all of the Diddy boys. I just feel it. I don't know. I'm a woman, and I get that they're men, but I feel like even if they win, I can hang with them. These boys look like they've never had a fight, and they look like they never even fell off a bike. You know how kids gotta fall off a bike and skin their knee? They look like they ain't never even fell off the bike before. Come on, man. And Ray J is no different. They all look right, Tanae. They all fragile. They fragile, bruh. They all fragile. All 5, all 9, 12 of them. Fragile, you know? And I just feel like this would have been good for TV. I would have loved for somebody to have the footage of Ray J getting. I'm pretty sure TMZ gonna put it out if they have it, but I would have loved, listen to me good, if TMZ show us the confrontation between the Diddy boys and Ray J. I'm pretty sure it is gonna be comedic relief, because none of these niggas look serious. None of them, you know, none of them look serious. Like it's all giving like, girl, but I would have said, man, if y'all don't go sit down somewhere, bro, I gotta go. Come on now, I ain't got time for this. Come back tomorrow. You know, you don't even feel threatened. You turn your back and walk away from them niggas. You know, maybe they had some big security with them or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. That's what it's got to be. They must have had some big old security with them. And that's what it has to be. Now TMZ got in touch with this man. He supposed to be Ray J bodyguard, and this is what he had to say. Girl, this is all some bull.
All right. You know, Halloween party over the weekend. Can I
Unruly?
Yeah, Unruly.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
The party of the year.
Party of the year. Now there's a lot, you know, of information coming out about that party. You know, Diddy's sons, you know, getting into a altercation with Ray J.
Nobody's gonna press Ray J.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen. I mean, anyone can come and try to press Ray, but it's not gonna happen. So that was an unfortunate incident, and you know, it was a great party that got ruined by little kids trying to fight a big boy.
Okay.
And sometimes you just can't have that happen.
So I know that you know, broke up the fight with Diddy's kids and Ray J with Chris Brown. Can you tell me about that?
I mean, it just was unnecessary. Like, everybody's all family one way or another, no matter what people are dealing with in the world. Even though the Combs family's dealing with what they're dealing with, Ray deals with his life, Chris deals with his life. There's no reason for everybody to be fighting. And I mean, listen, Ray is just not a guy that you're going to go and press like that.
So you were at Tara's, you know, Halloween.
Now, who not pressing no Ray J? And why we not pressing Ray J? I will press Ray J. I feel like Brandy could beat Ray J up. What are you talking about? Oh, you're just not gonna go and press Ray J. Yes, I will. What do you mean? Yes, I will. I will press Ray J, and I'm a girl. Don't do that now, sir. And you ain't even no real good clear man bodyguard. I don't like no clear man bodyguard that look like that. Get him back up here. I don't feel safe with you as a clear man. Hold on.
Really?
I don't feel safe. He looks short. He don't have enough neck on him. He don't look like he really could fight or wrestle or none of that. I don't too particularly like this clear man. Get me one of them big old collard green eating boys. If you're not going to get me one of them, I don't feel safe as being protected up under you. I don't. Because I feel like a real clear, first of all, I don't feel protected under no clear person. But if I'm going to get one, I want one of them big old country collard green. No, we don't eat collard greens. One of them big old biscuits and honey eating ass white boys. You know what I'm saying? I want one of them. You know, one of them who been wrestling hogs in fighting camels and stuff all day. I want one of them. Okay? I want one of the white boys who, if you hit him over the head with a bottle, they get mad instead of falling. You know what I mean? He look like you hit him over the head with a bottle, he gonna fall. I want one that get mad and hit his own self over the head. Now, that's the one I take. You know, if I had to take one, because I too particularly wouldn't feel safe. But he'd have to be about 6'6", 6'7", or higher, about 350 pounds, all, but not workout muscle. I'm talking about just solid, like he was breastfed, you know. Not he don't work out or nothing, but he's solid, like, you know, that nigga arm heavy, you know, you try to hold up his arm, it's heavy like a leg, you know. And he got him used to wear overalls, and he know how to farm, he know how to raise cattle, He been sometimes he might get out there and do the rodeo, but he not really in on that. He drive a tractor, and if danger arises, it could be a giraffe or it could be a pig. He got us. That's the ones I would, you know what I mean? But this man right here, sir, please go lay down. You don't give me safety tease. I don't feel safe looking at you. I don't. And I should feel safe. If I'm going to hire me a clear man, I got to feel safe, okay? And I don't feel safe with this man talking about ain't nobody going to press Ray J. Sir, I will press you. What are you talking about? But anyways, that's what the man had to say, girl. Now, Hazel E., girl, saw the altercation, girl.
So do you think that
Wait, Hazel. You know, Hazel, poor Hazel. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. Poor Hazel. Anyway, Hazel said she was out there when she saw the altercation, and this is part of what she had to say.
The way Chris came out and just like I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, you know, his manager David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like before actually like things all the way ensued, you know, we had a couple angels by our side.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, you know, worse or gone? You were worried about, you know, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down. The way Chris came out and just like I mean, I swear he took just.
Shout out to Breezy, man. Y'all want me to be mad at Breezy because y'all say he popped Rihanna upside the head, but Breezy is really a hero. Plus, I love when that beat drop and he say, I know it's late, but baby, I can't focus. Shout out to Breezy. He's a Swiss Army knife. He could dance, he could sing, he could do all things that y'all mad about. I'm not canceling no Breezy. Breezy broke up the fight. Shout out to Breezy. Shout out to Breezy. Yay. Y'all want me to sit up here and be mad at Breezy when that beat drop? Ain't gonna do it. Sorry. Ain't gonna do it. But anyways, Breezy was the man who came in and broke it up. He broke up the fight. And hold on, I got a little bit more detail of this girl giving her story about what actually happened, because she said she was there when it all went down. Okay, let's get into what this girl did.
Circling Ray a little bit, words were exchanged, things started getting heated as we went into the parking garage. You know, I feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack, and from the last situation we were outside with the zoo stuff, he went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on. So I'm like, does he have a blower in there? Like, I don't want it to really like get to this level. So out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun out of the magically delicious sky. And like, honestly, he started breaking it up. I tried to talk to Quincy, Christian, get their stance on it and let them know that this wasn't the time and the place. I understand emotions are high. Yeah. I understand what they're going through, but for the betterment, everybody getting in a better space, I pray that all parties can resolve things. At the end of the party, when we were trying to exit the pulley, you know. And,
so from what you've seen, did things ever exactly get physical, or was it just words exchanged? Was there any, you know, fist thrown or?
It definitely was like a chest bump, push back, pull up the pants kind of vibe. But the way Chris came out and just like, I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, you know, his manager, David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like before actually like things all the way ensued, you know, we had a couple angels by our side.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, you know, worse or gone? You were worried about, you know, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if
girl, what about it?
Help the situation. I don't know when Chris became the big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
really did help the situation.
Girl, wasn't nobody gonna shoot. And let me say this, Diddy, I don't know if they let you listen to YouTube while you down in prison, but let me tell you something. Your sons is gonna really mess you up. But this is what happens when you spoil a child and don't really teach them how to move in the world, because they really is out here wilding. Them churners out here wilding. Y'all over here confronting on Ray J. Y'all know the fans is still watching y'all. Didn't they have him in handcuffs? And y'all over here confronting Ray J because he said people's asses is getting taken. Y'all know it because allegedly y'all was there too. Oh, come on, Diddy boys. Diddy boys is wrong. Y'all out of pocket. Now, this is the thing. And I got to say this part because I'm sorry. Y'all wrong. Y'all the last people to be mad about what a nigga done said. You all the things your daddy done did. And you're going to mess around and catch a charge and be down there with your daddy. Trying to press Ray J. Just on some real weird, it don't even need to be type things. Y'all, when your daddy in this type of trouble, y'all supposed to go sit down somewhere. Y'all supposed to go lay down. Your daddy is in a lot of trouble. Y'all supposed to be quiet as church mouse. It's not, I heard, I didn't say this, but I heard they say that y'all a little low on funds, and you know, maybe that's the thing. You know, I don't know, because I told y'all before, this whole thing with Diddy is really about taking all his money and really like putting him under the ground. You know, they don't want him to even have a chance to come back. Do you hear me? Now, I heard they might be a little low on funds, and maybe the tension of not being able to do how you used to do with your daddy, you know, and you seen Ray J, you know, his hair dyed another color, he Lil, and you probably say, we tall, we could get him, you know, but y'all gonna get your daddy in more trouble, and y'all gonna get in trouble. And you niggas, you three, the three of y'all wouldn't dare last 20 minutes in jail, especially the copy diddler, the diddler copy, him right here. He looked like he wouldn't last booking. It looked like booking to send him on the glory. Y'all got to go sit down. Go lay down. Go to the party, have a good time, and go home. You're making the block hot for your daddy. That's how I know y'all ain't real. You know what I mean? Y'all making the block hot for your daddy. Go put out an album or something. Go get together, get in the stew, and do an album. How about we do that? Go and volunteer for the Boys and Girls Club or something. I don't know. But y'all making the block hot. And Ray J, Ray J is a plant. And I don't mean in the sense of he come out of nowhere. Obviously, he's Brandy's brother. But I believe they use Ray J to get a lot of intel on a lot of stuff. Well, we all know that's what we believe with Wack. Ray J, to me, is a plant. And he has a job in this industry. That's why he stay having money. That's why he stay relevant. That nigga right there, see that little stubby nigga right there? He has a job and he does his job well. He does it. And shout out to Breezy. Shout out to Breezy. I know it's late, but baby, I can't focus. Shout out to Breezy. Now, I say this. I'm not canceling Breezy. I don't even go to the concerts or nothing. But when the music come on at a cookout or something, go swing the hip. Said that yesterday. I like Breezy's music. I think that whatever he did with these girls, he need to be held accountable for. Or if he did do his time and pay the crime, let's move on, because they done moved on. And I'm here for the music. Chris Brown was the one who broke it up. Shout out to Chris. They must have knew he was high as the cost of living and didn't know how he was gonna go with it. Girl, it's a time. Remember back in the day when the celebrities, you know, was people like if you heard about celebrities getting into it, it was like Pac and some real gangster niggas. Y'all remember them days? Y'all remember when the rappers back then was like, when you seen Wu-Tang, you know they fight. You know what I'm saying? You know they really came out the hood and really, you know, a few of them might have a body. You know. Remember when the rappers you would see the rappers and there was something authentic about them, you know. When you seen Biggie and all them niggas around him, you knew at least if it's 12 niggas, at least 8 of them don't mind going to jail for the rest of their life, you know. That was the good old days. Now these are the gangsters. Take a look, guys. Take a look. Here go your gangsters. This your gangster rappers. They all wear polos and Versace cologne, and they all come up under some real suspectful circumstances. Okay. So yeah, here are your new gangsters. I hope you like them. These are yours and yours only. Okay. So yeah, here your new gangsters. They say they chest bumped. Did y'all catch that? Wait. Oh, that girl ain't what her name? That girl said they was chest bumping. I thought she was gonna say somebody put a stick on Ray J's shoulder and told him to knock it off. What? Chest bumping? What do you mean they was chest bumping? Girl. Oh Jesus, what did we do to deserve this time? Girl, Hazel said they was chest. They said, did they get any contact? Oh, they was bumping chest. What? Did they go around in a circle and start going off in each other ear? You better not hit me. You hit me first. No, you hit me first. You hit me first. No, you hit me first. If you hit me first, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm telling you now, we're gonna fight. And somebody in the outside the circle said, put the stick on their shoulder. Here, because you know the people outside be tired of y'all walking around in a circle. Put the stick on Ray J's shoulder. One of the Diddy boys, if y'all knock it off, whoever knock it off, gotta fight Ray J. And when Ray J went to get the stick put on his shoulder, he decided to just run. He was like, I can't fight all three of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I imagine when it was chest bumping. It was just going around in a circle saying, hit me. No, you hit me. You hit me. No, you hit me. You hit me first. No, you hit me first. You hit me first. I swear to God, you hit me first. Look. That's what it chest bumping. I ain't never seen two niggas bump chest in my life. When I was a little girl though, when we was in elementary school, they did used to bump chest before they fight. But yeah, I guess. Shout out to the new gangsters, y'all. Here are your new gangsters. Here are your new gangsters. Never thought I'd see the day where I said Chris Brown is the realest nigga in a bunch of. I just never thought I'd see it, you know. But apparently, Chris Brown is the realest nigga amongst these crowds, and give Chris Brown his things. Give him his things. Give him his things. And all y'all sitting up here lying, talking about y'all don't mess with Chris Brown. Y'all be over there. Just let me ride. Y'all be singing it. Don't lie. Sex you back to sleep, girl. Y'all be singing it. Girl, go lay down. And you can sit up here and say you don't, girl, whatever. When y'all down at the club or whatever it was, and that beat drop, y'all be singing it. This be all. So y'all can lie and say y'all don't be dancing. But this be all. Look. This beat, girl, I wish you could see me. This how they beat. Beat them forgot. Everything that nigga done did when that beat dropped. Girl, please. Now, you can put it in the chat. You don't be doing it, girl. I'll be right there. I'll be watching all y'all. Y'all be doing it. Let's move on. Okay? Girl, we're not going to do that with y'all. Because, see, black people is fake. Black people is really fake. We really like to act like we don't be doing stuff we really be doing. Like, that's why I say Maha. That's the new slogan. Not make America great again. Make America honest again. We got to do the Maha for 2024-25. Make America honest again. Okay? Make America honest again. So we can come back, get back to having a good time in the world. You know, that's what it is. I think that's what stresses us out a lot. We're not honest with a lot of things. So we hold it in. And see, when you put that stress on the inside, and it build up like a volcano, you know, and then when it come out, you know, it boom, boom, boom. Stop being honest. Let it out, you know. This be all. And don't say you don't play it, because you ain't got to play it. Go to any club, any cookout, any lounge. He coming on. Family reunion, birthday party, Christmas, girl, anywhere Negroes gather, somebody got a song. He coming on. So don't do that. Don't do that. You ain't got to put them on your playlist. You ain't got to have them in your albums. You ain't got to have them in your house. But wherever there's Negroes, one of the songs coming on. And I said it. And y'all be, I know it's late, but baby, I can't focus. y'all is crazy. Black people, y'all is fake, girl. Y'all is black people. Why are we so fake, girl? Make America honest again. Now let's move on because we gotta make America honest again. That's what's going on. That's what's wrong with us. We're not honest. Let's move on. Oh Lord. Let's move on. So now, speaking of the Diddy boys, Freddy P did an interview with the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Y'all know Freddy P from Making the Band. Okay. Now, Freddy P was on the Making the Band. It was with him, Babs, or was it Babs? The boy Chopper from New Orleans. It was Freddy P, Babs, Chopper from New Orleans. The girl, the light-skinned girl who had a husband. What's her name was, y'all? Amanda or something like that. Her. And then it was Ness. It was all five of them, right? And did I miss anybody? Dylan. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't forget Dylan. Sarah, that was her name. But I can't forget Dylan, and Dylan. So it was six of them. So Freddy P was in the Making the Band with all of these people, right? Now, Freddy P has been speaking about this situation, his experience with Diddy. Remember, Diddy made them go walk all the way across the bridge to get him a cheesecake, a slice of cheesecake. Okay. So he went across, they had to go march all the way across the thing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Freddy P ain't won't do it. Babs ain't won't do it. But then they kind of caved in. But see, that should be studied. Y'all know that should be studied because that goes to show you how people will really conform. People will really conform if the group says so. Let me see if I can go find it. Because for real, this needs to be studied. Well, it's already been studied. I can tell you what the study says. The study says most people will not do outside of what the group says. That's the facts. That's the study. And there's it. That's it. Most people, very, 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 very few people will go outside of the group thing. Very, very few people. But I remember when he told them to go get that cheesecake. And they was like, I ain't going. Look at Babs. They was like, I ain't going. That's 14 miles, bitch, please. Girl, I went back to my D job. Look, this is them talking about the cheesecake. Hold on, let me turn this on.
Gonna go up, let Diddy know we ain't feeling it. We're not trying to walk to Brooklyn. This is not sorority life, and it's not going down like this.
Bad name, bad out. Y'all want me to show
now look, this all of them trying to come together and say we're gonna stick together in solidarity. Listen, this should be studied. This is real. They trying to stick together in solidarity and say, listen, we going up there. We gonna tell Diddy we ain't doing it. Everybody in. Everybody put their hand in and say break. Right. This is Making the Band. He want them to walk 14 miles for a slice of cheesecake. Let that sink in.
Captain, I'm coming behind you. One word. Oh, now. Captain. You're the captain. That's what you said. I'm with you, though. They say all the words, and I'm saying everything right out. Come on, Cap. Oh, hey. What's poppin'? What's going on? We want to talk to you for a minute. Like, on the real. Yeah, ain't even on the real. I mean, if y'all don't want to go, y'all go home. Y'all go home right now. Whoever don't want to go.
That's a scare tactic he used. He don't even want to hear it. Y'all don't want to do it. Y'all go home. Now, if you really was deep in your convictions, you would just say, all right, bet. And guess what? If all five of them leave, Diddy could act like it was nothing, but then the show is over. So Diddy would probably fold-ish a little bit, right? But see, when you don't stand together, you know what I mean? Things go left. So this is what the scare tactic that they use to get you to conform. So they go up to tell Diddy, we ain't about to walk no 14 miles. Diddy like, well, go home. Bye. Bye. Look.
Go home. I mean, none of us really want to go. Okay, go home. That's what's up. Respect. All right.
Look, Freddie said that's what's up. Freddy P said that's what's up. Respect. But them niggas there, fake as hell. Look.
Respect that. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. So now, all right. Respect the team, though. All right. God bless y'all. No doubt. You too. Have a good time.
That's some
Slightly.
son
Some
Yo,
slightly.
go to the store, walk to Brooklyn, and buy me the cheesecake.
Y'all getting a little too sensitive right now. I think y'all, be honest, I think y'all feeling yourself a little bit too much. Y'all look at the show. Y'all had a whole different hungry approach. Y'all cats was like, we would do anything to get what we got to get. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a 3-hour walk. Now it's changed a little bit.
I would walk.
Like I
You
see
Somali,
I
baby.
would. Them on the
I'm
ground.
not
I gotta
even
smash
lying.
that bite the dirt with it. That's crazy.
And I'm not just saying it to be like, I'm serious, it's so great. She walk, but that's how much.
Don't let this part go over your head. Look, people don't even be seeing the play. See him? When all 5 of them left, you don't think Diddy sent him down there to talk them Negroes into going and get that cheesecake? People don't understand, and this still applies in the world today. We really the ones with the power. We just don't know it because the few at the top has psyched us up to believe that they have the power. You don't think Diddy sent this nigga down there to be like, I thought y'all niggas was hungry. Y'all said y'all would go. And look at Babs. Well, I walk. I ain't gonna lie. I walk. It's all mental. This is all psychological here. Because if Diddy really didn't care about them walking out the studio, why would his partner come down there to talk to him? Come on, man. I need us to start thinking about this. He sent them down there because at this point, if they leave, the show is over. Diddy got contracts to fulfill. He cannot afford to lose all 5 of them. Now, what they should have did was negotiated. But nope. You know what they did? Hold on. Got to step in.
I'm gonna tell you straight like this.
They got to step in, cross the bridge for the cheesecake. And again, this Freddy P wasn't really feeling it, but he had to do what he had to do. And he's doing it because, girl, it's the next morning. By the time, girl, ain't no way.
Man, come on, man.
Wait,
come on, man.
What did he say?
Fred, y'all got me. I'm telling you, man. Ooh, man.
See, Freddie don't want to do it. Freddie like, man, I'm out this bitch. You see what I'm saying? Freddie, and he like, y'all got me effed up. And they're like, come on, Fred. But that's what it's all about. The group. And they put Freddie on the outs to make him feel like he wrong for not wanting to go all the way to this place to get no damn cheesecake. So now they're going to talk Freddie into do. Shout out to Freddie, man. Freddie, you folded, but at least you put up a fight. Freddie is typically the person on the outs. Freddie is the person that everybody look at and say he's a problem child, when really he's the only one in the right. Okay? So I just wanted to show y'all that. But let's get into this interview. Now, here's Freddy P. He's always talked about how Diddy did him dirty and the things that has happened with his career. He said Diddy blackballed him. He couldn't do no music. He couldn't do nothing. Now, I want to first talk about this J and Diddy piece he was talking about. So he's going to talk about this book. And remember when I was reading the book to y'all, I said the only way we'll know is if J and Diddy corroborate the book. Now, I said this as well before. I said J and Diddy got some dirt on his hands too, because there's no way you could be that man bodyguard and know all of this. You know what I mean? Even if you help here, help there, you still gonna have some dirt on your hands. Now, Freddy P is gonna talk about how not only does J and Diddy have dirt on his hands, J and Diddy denied the book, because then if he say that the book really happened, then that would mean J and Diddy would have to be held accountable as well. And I'm just paraphrasing. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Check out what Freddy P said about this situation with Diddy.
Guy, Freddy P, man. Happy to have you back on the platform, man. We got a lot to get into, man. You heard about how Tupac family, they hired a lawyer to see if Diddy had something to do with Tupac murder? You heard about that?
Honestly, I wonder how that worked. Like, can they sue? Can they, like, how it go? Because if that's the case, then Durk got to worry about a lot of situations going on. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you know, so I wonder if they can sue. I would tell them to go get their fucking money. You know what I'm saying? But it's too much. It's too much in between. That's my thing, right? I think a lot of this Puffy going through right now is because he got away with the murder. It ain't even that. It's just a lot of stuff that Puffy got away with. People don't even understand. So the feds know, but they can't prove it. You think they care about some fucking trafficking and all? They don't care about that shit. They targeting the man for what they know he got away with. You know, you got to think. Come on, man. There's stories out there about Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, they say Jamie went into the feds. You got to think. And not the only thing what made me believe that is when you read Kim book. See, a lot of people be trying to discredit Kim book.
Y'all, get the likes up. Please, only 588 likes and 1,000 people in the chat. I need y'all to get the likes up, please. It's free. It's free to like the video. Get the likes up. So now he's gonna talk about the book. Check this out.
Let me get to that. A lot of people be trying to discredit this book, but when I sat there and I listened to myself, I'm old enough to know when somebody lying to me. You know what I'm saying? Now the book may have a. Let me tell you why I feel like. Because when Gene sat up here, Gene was saying basically like, "Oh, that book, brother, it ain't real and this and that. Why would she put herself out like that?" And Gene, let me keep it real with you. One thing I know about females. The first time you met Kim, like you say, she used to get on dough. You maybe remember her because you was in the right state of mind. She ain't gonna remember you.
Fact.
She could be around you 3 times and won't remember you. But you know when she do remember you? When a big guy walk in the door with a big gun, that's things girls remember. If you come in there with a bag of money, that's things she would have remembered. So she might have been around you 3 or 4 times the first time she met you and didn't even pay attention to you because she used to have so many securities around. So that right there was.
He has a point. What he's saying is because remember in the book, Kim was saying the first time she met Gene. Hold on, I got the book right here. Hold on. It was something. It was something disparaging that she said was happening the first time she met Gene. Hold on, I got the book right here. But whatever it was, Gene is trying to say that that never happened, right? And what Freddie is saying makes sense. If she was high the first 2 or 3 times you met her, she's not going to remember you. But the time of clarity when she does remember you, that in her mind, that's going to be her first time meeting you. So when he's on now, according to Freddie, I hadn't seen Jill deny the book, but I heard that he did deny the book. But Freddie is saying this doesn't make sense. You're telling me that the book is just a flat out lie, but you're saying that because it incorporates all of y'all. And this lady is spilling her own tea to tell this story, if these are her real words, okay? So that's where he's going with. I'm gonna look for that passage where she talk about Gene Deal. Hold on, y'all check this out.
Was like my thing with Gene is Gene, man, we appreciate what you did, but you got to be real, brother. Like it's coming to the road, like you can't walk away from this. I know you trying to keep, I feel like he not only him, everybody, Albie Silk, whatever his name is, all these guys who trying to discredit the book have a reason to discredit that book. That's why I can't believe everybody telling me it's not real. I can't believe it's not real because the people that's telling me it's not real. Albie Silk, sure, whatever. You got reasons for saying it's not real. Gene, you got reasons for saying it's not real because people gonna look at you like a monster for trading on Diddy when you was 8 in it at the time. That's what I mean about when the rubber got to meet the road. You can't walk away from this clean, brother. I mean, you may be the best thing that happened from that situation and you overcame it, but your hands dirty too. And sometimes you just gotta, relax and just sit in your shit sometime, and just to smell it, just to know what's going on. Because I feel like when it comes to Kimora, I mean, if you read that book, man, I sent it to you, right?
Yep.
The shit was crazy. And it starts off for me, it's just a lot of, I feel like this, if I'm writing a book and it's a tell-all, I feel like this woman was incriminating herself. Why would she tell you? Because she don't want, if I'm telling you a story and I want you to believe me, I got to tell you the truth. I got to incriminate myself too. I'm guilty as well. I partake in this. I could understand.
He not lying right here because think about it. These are the facts. Gene Deal has come out and said a lot of things about, what he done witnessed Puffy do. But if you witness these things, even though you telling us, you still partook. So you kind of like are in this stuff as well. Same thing with Kimora Lee. Same thing with LB Shore. Of course, LB Shore is going to come out and say the book is a complete lie because they say LB Shore was getting his bike bent in from Diddy, or his pushed in. But LB Shore, you can't escape them rumors because we heard about them rumors before the internet was popping. I heard about that all the way in New Orleans way back then because all of a sudden LB Shore just fell off the charts. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when LB Shore just fell off? Like at first, every time you come on the radio, you used to turn it on. He used to have a song. Then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. And we heard this way in New Orleans that they said that them people you was over there getting bent over. You and that other light-skinned nigga, Christopher Williams. Don't wake me. Both of you niggas. That's when the dark-skinned niggas started taking over. Y'all remember? So you can sit up here and deny the book all you want, but this is the 59th person or the 59th source saying that, boom, 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 boom. But they all do have reason to deny the book. Kimora as well, because Kimora done seen a lot too. They have, and you cannot be around these people. And even though you're telling the stories, you still, like he said, you're not going to walk away clean. You're not going to walk away clean. You're just not. You've seen too much. You've been around too much. Even if you've helped in the situations, you cannot walk away clean. It doesn't work like that. It literally doesn't.
Stan, this ain't no disrespect to her kids, because I don't want to make it look like she got a reason. They got a reason for the kids not to say the book wrong. They got a reason for everybody to discredit this book. You know who can't discredit? You know who the only person who could really make this book, who could bring everything in that book to life? It's only one person. It's only one person that ain't got nothing to lose. There's only one person that ain't got a hand in the pot. It's only one person who that could validate this book, and that's Miss Wallace. Until Miss Wallace tell me or sit up here and tell the world that those conversations didn't happen, because this lady is explaining private dinners that she had with Puff and Miss Wallace, not a security guard around, nobody around. So one party dead. If one party in jail, if Miss Wallace would come confirm and say, yes, I did sit down with Puffy and I did have that meeting, then that's going to validate everything. I don't need to hear nothing from no Gene or nothing else. I don't need to hear nothing from Kimora, because she got a reason to discredit this. Everybody got a reason to discredit this book, except for Miss Wallace. And if Miss Wallace sit down and validate those parts in the book where she sat down privately inside of a 3-man conversation, and one of the parties dead and one of the parties in jail, if she have nothing to look. She ain't got no stake in no horse in the race. Everybody else, Gene still protecting his image. He still, he trying to come out this clean. But even when I watched the interview with Gene, we know, come on, let's just be real. You had a job to do, brother. And we know your job wasn't easy because you was working for a monster. You know what I'm saying? You was getting paid. You was getting compensated. A lot of stuff you might not sat and ate it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff you probably did, like his mom. You probably spoke up certain situations, but you had to be a monster too. So let it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been around Puffy security guard. I know how Uncle Paulie done roll. I know what the fuck going on. So when it comes to these guys and this lady trying to get this story out to the world, and people my thing is people keep trying to protect. What's up with all the petty protectors? All these pedophile protectors. I mean, what's going on? I don't respect that shit.
He's absolutely right. A lot of people are protecting, even a lot of people who are coming out saying their stories. First of all, a lot of them are saying it because of the opportune time. And let me say this. I'm not stupid. People will turn their head and turn a blind eye for what suits them. If they getting money, they will look the other way while he do whatever it is he's doing. And then also, we've seen this to be a fact as well in the industry. They typically have something on you too. They're not going to let you be clean and they be all dirty. So there's a lot of protecting of the children aspect of it. Because if you've seen all of this, what about the allegations with the kids? You don't hardly never hear none of these celebrities. I'm trying to think of anyone outside of Corey, the little clear boy, and the other clear boy. I don't never hear a celebrity talking about how celebrities ever messed with kids. And we know it's happening. So we know it's happening, but nobody comes out and say, yeah, I did see so-and-so with a 12-year-old. I did see so-and-so as I'm telling the tell-all, everybody always leave that part out. He's not lying. They are protecting the pedophiles. They are. They literally, that's literally what they're doing. Even though they're giving all the other tea, they reserving some tea. But why? Yeah, Corey Haim and Corey Philman, that's their names. Thank you. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why? I'm with Freddy P. He dropped some knowledge on this one. Hold on.
If you did it, you did it. If you got the body, you got the body. Like, man up to your shit. There's too many men with women traits in this situation for me, bro. Like if Puffy, my thing with Puffy is, see, a lot of people getting it twisted. They thinking, oh, this there we targeting the black man. These are the nigga actions, brother. That company may have, say the company did attack Puffy. They may have attacked Puffy. But these are his actions. This is stuff that they protected for the brand. Because he was $1 billion brand. So you got fixers behind the scene that was closing, that was making sure the shit get snipped off, making sure that nobody found out about this tape, this lawsuit, this and that. And when he went at them, they got the fuck out the way. They say, nigga, we know all your dirt. Your brand could have been fucked up, but we've been protecting it. You really gonna go against us? And they just stepped the fuck out the way. It's kind of like in the book when he said, I'm not gonna protect him no more. It ain't that he sent the hit. He knew, I'm no protector. The money I spend is, I just get out the way and let them do what they're gonna do to you. When I listen to that book is too in detail, and I'm a grown man. I know when somebody lying to me. If people just go listen to I heard the lady read the audio part for me, like so I was just sitting down smoking a blunt listening, and she was reading through the book. And it's one part in that book that really got me. Okay, if I made up a story and all this, it's so many details, and then I could just discredit anybody fabrications. It's so many details in that bit. The reason why I'll be sure Silk don't want it because it's a sex scene with him and Puffy in there. Kimora might not want it because where she at in life, and she want to protect her friend. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want the kids to know that all that stuff really took place. This is a woman on her dying bed. This lady said one passage in that book that really got to me. She said, I don't want my child going, because it was a scene in the book where when she told him she was pregnant, he supposedly was on the phone. And I believe this should go on, that he was on the phone with a group of people and he was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And he told like, yo, we gotta do this. You gotta have sex with him one more time, just one more time. Like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? You like what's going on, right? This is what provide for you. Look at all the women that been with him. Cassie, what's her reason for doing it? This is the same conversation he gave every woman. This is what makes sense to me. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. When you tell a woman that you like how we living, right? This is what we gotta do. This is a sacrifice we have to make to keep this shit going. When you got a woman and she get pregnant and you tell her you gotta pass it to a circle of friends. When you look at all them niggas now, it makes, when you read that book and you look at our celebrities now and they girls, it kind of resonates with all of them. You feel what I'm saying? You can tell the brothers that keep their girls away from Hollywood. Brothers like Denzel, you don't see his wife. You can see the strong brothers who lead a party early, who they know not to fuck with. See, brothers that's there because of their talent. You're not the brothers that's there because of their. I want people be glorifying people who be, oh, he got a Grammy, he got all them little people that y'all glorify. Now when I see a person with a Grammy, you know what I see? A person that had to sleep around. You don't deserve it.
Facts. Because remember, old boy, in his lawsuit, what's his name? Tyrone? I forget his name. That's not his name. The boy in his lawsuit said that he told him, that Diddy told him he will make sure he get a Grammy if he slept with him and some other people. Remember? And then he showed them the tape of allegedly of Stevie J. Remember that? Listen, these awards is bullshit. You either in the in crowd or you're not. They buying awards. They make, people are making sure this stuff go to people for doing favors for them. Rodney, that's his name. Thank you, y'all. Rodney, listen, you don't think that when them people getting these Grammys and you looking like, I'm looking at Tyler getting all these brand new Grammys and I'm like, this girl ain't had but one song. What's the other girl? All these new artists jumping off the porch getting these Grammys over people who really deserve it. And I'm like, remember that white group got the Grammy over Spice Official from Love and Hip Hop, and that girl had the better album and the better what are they doing? What are these people doing for these Grammys? Hell, let's talk about it. Meg Thee Stallion jumped off the porch with all them Grammys. She didn't deserve it. I'm sorry, not sorry. Meg did not deserve them Grammys. Now, at the time, I thought it was sympathy Grammys. I was like, okay, she just got popped in the hoof, so maybe they want to, you know what I mean? Maybe they want to just, shower her with love or something. I don't know. But now that I'm rethinking it, girl, Why she got all them Grammys? What she had to do? What did she have to do to get all them Grammys? Just off the cup, Meg was not doing Grammy-worthy stuff. She had just jumped off the porch. Now I'm wondering, like he said, these women be getting passed around to all these dudes because in the book, Kim said that he liked to pass her around to all the girls. If anybody remember when we used to do the deep dives on Wednesdays, Al Green, Marvin Gaye used to he married a woman just to pass her around too, and that was in the 70s and the 80s. Like, these people be next level. They're not like you and I. He literally married a young, beautiful girl to pass her around. You know what I mean? And he liked to watch. Same thing with Diddy. Come on, man. Like, they all have a reason to say the book is not true. Because if they say the book is not true, then we won't take anything in the book seriously. Yeah, Medusa, I remember the Shy Lights. I remember the Shy Lights book, girl. That one to have you on your ground. Listen, that Shy Lights, that book about the Shy. If y'all have ever read the book about the Shy Lights, if you haven't, I did a deep dive on Rumble. Rumble gang, what's up? I did a deep dive on Rumble about that Shy Lights. Boy, y'all ain't seen. This here is rated 8. This ain't even rated. This is rated G shit right here. Go to that Shy Lights book. Check it out on Rumble, man. Go to that Shy Lights book and y'all hear some stuff. But yeah, like they all have listen, there's levels to what you will say and what you won't say. Because once you start breaking that wall, now you're putting yourself and implicating yourself. And not only that, now you're starting to really tell some truths that the industry don't want the rest of us to know. Okay? So he's absolutely right, man. These people, it's hard to trust any of them because they were all there.
That. The person that deserved that never would get it. You slept for that. You slept around with somebody powerful for that. I don't idolize you. A Grammy don't move anything. People are like, oh, a Grammy, he got a Grammy. That shit don't move nothing in my life.
Do me a favor. Put in the chat artists, even I don't care what color it is. Put in the chat artists who miraculously or suddenly got a whole bunch of Grammys. Put it in the chat because I'm trying to see something. I know Meg Thee Stallion was one. She had got all them. I'm like, huh? Like, I remember back in the day when somebody like Michael Jackson got a Grammy, you was like, okay, that makes sense. Prince got a Grammy, that makes sense. But Neo, okay, hold on. Y'all putting the names in the chat. Hold on. Beyonce, Cardi, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Cardi. Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Remember that whole debacle over when Kanye came up and said Beyonce deserved a Grammy? Girl, they say Neo. Now, what y'all think Neo, girl? He already been zested to me. He been zestfully clean to me. You know what I mean? Since Usher, Meg, the horse. Lizzo, yes, that's another one. Like Adele. Y'all think, listen, again, I'm not saying that it wasn't happening back then, but y'all really think a lot of these people who didn't deserve these Grammys, who just jumped off the porch with these Grammys, y'all, I don't think Lizzo deserved her Grammy. Lizzo made good music for the people who like it, but that's about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like Drake, girl, where did Killer Mike come from with a Grammy? Girl, who is buying Killer Mike album? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's get back into this thing. I'm just saying, I find it odd when people just jump off the porch. That little girl, Tyler, girl, please. That little girl, Tyler, no, ma'am. That little girl should not have jumped off the porch with no Grammys. For that one song, Make Me Sweat, Baby Father, whatever she be saying. Girl, what is going on? Thank you for becoming a member, Lady Treyway. What's up? Thank you, boo. Thank you, Rocky32. I know, right, Vu? Old school. Oh, yes. Old school. Thank you to Love for becoming a new member. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Vu, I don't care how much money I have. My child is going to have to do something. Go to school, open a business, something. These kids do nothing but live off the father. Yeah. Because see them Diddy boys, done. Without their daddy, they ain't going to make it. because they're not cut. They're not equipped to make it. Thank you, Lady Lavish, for the super chat. Somebody should pay Mimi for a tell-all. I know she partied with Stevie J. What Mimi? Oh, she done been around the industry for a long time too. Talking about Stevie J, old lady. She been around the industry for a long time. Girl, these people got stories out the woo-ha. And these new people jumping off the porch with these Grammys do not deserve them at all. At all. So are they getting passed around?
I know what they did for that. Y'all keep idolizing these fake false prophets. I idolize God. No man can come compare to my King of Kings. So I say this: when people keep trying to protect Puffy, I don't understand what you get out of that. Oh, he doing this. We trying to attack a black man. And how many black families did Puffy destroy? How many black families did Puffy destroy?
Facts.
How many? Where were everybody at when you were saying they were scared of him? Nobody wanted to speak up for. Everybody just sat back and laughed at me for so many years in my group and that group and this group for so many years, even though they know this nigga wrong. But I want to say this to Puffy. Puff, they happy now, bro. I know why you trying to get back out. They happy. All the people that you scared, all them niggas, that Jay-Z, your son going through some financial issues right now. If Jay-Z supposed to be his uncle, he supposed to come through, right? Cut a check, hold you off till the old boy get right.
Facts. Now, Puffy had a lot of millionaire and billionaire friends. If them kids are going through anything financially, why ain't none of them niggas pulling up on them kids and making sure they're straight? But I'll tell you why. First of all, a lot of them don't really like them. Like, remember Tia came out and said that Rick Ross used to be saying he can't wait till Puffy go down so he can buy all his shit. These niggas be fake friends. Because it's just like when a nigga go to jail. No, don't nobody really take care of the family. Your kids going through financial issues, and none of these billionaire, millionaire niggas, Jay-Z and all of them, Jeezy, all them niggas y'all used to be smoking cigars with, none of them niggas gonna make sure your churn straight.
These niggas ain't finna come for you, pup. They been waiting because you didn't deserve what you got. You muscled it on them. You had a position, and now you know what that feel like when the bully leave the room. You don't want that nigga to come to school the next day. They got him. You don't want, so everybody who's supposed to be his friend, they not speaking up. For one, they scared what they're gonna lose. And they're gonna look like they're affiliated. It's too late, man. The world already judging y'all. But the reason they don't want Puffy out is because they happy he locked up. The powers that be, the people behind the scenes, the people he's scared, the white folk, they're happy he's locked up. They scared of the man. When I look at, let's do a list. Jamie Foxx, he got sick, almost died. Albie Shore, he got sick, almost died. Kim, pneumonia, she got sick. So Heavy D, sick. Justin Bieber, half of his fucking face dropped off. He survived.
Facts.
He playing a medical induced warfare game. He's playing a medical warfare game. And that's why when them crackers and them feds read that paper, they was like, it's so many doctors and physicians. You got to think, if I'm a billionaire and I pay for your scholarships, right? I done got scholarships for so many. When I step to you and I need a favor, you're going to be there. And now when you incriminate yourself, you forever guilty. You a part of the party. Now you got to come to the free cost. Because when I needed you to get that medicine or to slip that, he got stuff that he can slip in drinks and get you fucked up for the rest of your life. Like, come on, man. If you're a billionaire and you providing scholarships, and that's for any billionaire, when you be saying, I used to always feel like it's just a theory.
Really quickly, I really believe him for sure with the medical warfare, because outside of even all the people that he named, Diddy was so connected with doctors. Did you know? I don't know if y'all know this. When Kim died, Diddy's not even her husband, but Diddy would not even allow nobody to see her body, and he wouldn't allow nobody to do no type of autopsy or nothing on her. Diddy made sure, they say the first time they seen Kim was at the funeral. This nigga had the coroner in his pocket. Her next of kin should have either been her parents or her children. But Diddy wouldn't even allow them people to do no autopsy or nothing on this girl. This how much pull Diddy had in the medical industry. This how much pull this nigga had in the medical industry. This nigga had it where you can't even, they didn't see Kim to the day of the funeral. What happened to next of kin? Per law, Diddy as the baby daddy don't have no rights Zero, zilch. All he is the baby daddy. But he was able to get it. But again, they don't want them people to get, they don't want to start digging because then other people get to being involved. You see what I'm saying? Because how, Sway, how does a Diddy be able to have that control over that lady's body and he is not the next of kin? Reach. That man, like he said, they don't want to go down that rabbit hole because then a lot of people start getting in trouble. I'm just saying, nowhere on earth do the baby daddy get to say what happens to a person or the baby mama. That don't work like that in America. It has to be the next of kin. If you're not married, it's your oldest child. And if your oldest child is not 18, it's your parent. Probably for most places. You know what I mean? I'm just, And all he gonna do is, all he did was have some coroner come back and tell y'all it was pneumonia. Girl, bye. I don't believe that lady had no damn pneumonia or died because what's her name? Kimora Release said she had just talked to her and the girl sounded like she was doing better. Come on, man. This dude, Diddy got ties. Now, he about to get into what I really wanted to talk to y'all about was the Quincy thing. Now, he's going to talk a little bit more, but he's about to talk about how he's going to question this whole situation with Quincy and Diddy. Why are they so close and you have a daddy? That's my thing, and I've been asking this since the beginning. Check it out.
That when you see a lot of these guys get shot up in the hood and you don't know where it's from and they ops not claiming it, a lot of people die when they go to the hospital and shit like that because they be telling them to pull the plug because it's a billionaire somewhere who dying, who needs your kidney. You know what I'm saying? And your doctor know that because he's affiliated with this guy who gave him a scholarship or this guy who helped get a scholarship for him and his friends. So they know what they're looking for. A lot of doctors might not want to save you when you go to the hospital after being shot because your organs may be more beneficial to a billionaire. It's like, bro, this all the affiliation of what they got going on is bigger than any one of us can imagine. I mean, I just thought it was like Puffy, some gangster rapper. Man, this man is a fucking menace. This man terrorized Kimora. All them scared of Kimora was coming out against him years ago. The kids, you can see the fear in them. They don't know what to do with them or without them. And if my mom gone, of course I'm gonna stick by my dad. And I don't want them to. This ain't for them to think. But it's like, open your fucking eyes, man. Open your fucking eyes. And I'm pretty sure Quincy, God forgive me, I ain't saying it's true. He look like a guy that been touched, man. You don't even love your own father like that. And you on Instagram rooting for this man. You don't even love your own fucking father like that, my nigga. And
hey, I said this. When it come to Quincy, you on Instagram rooting for this nigga and you don't even fuck with you got a real daddy outside. And I get it. Diddy raised him. So I get it. There's going to be some allegiance there. But Quincy goes ham behind Diddy. And you got a daddy. You look exactly alike. What disconnects you so much? Let's just say you only seen LB Shore a few times in your life. Naturally, a child will still, especially if they know they have a father in a situation like this, they'll go back and be like, oh, let me try to see if I can get a relationship with my daddy. Boom, 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 boom. Quincy be like, FLB Shore. All Quincy care about is Diddy. Now, he about to spit some real hot fire here, like Dylan. I ran it back just a bit so y'all can hear it again. That boy this is the best interview I've seen in a long time. Check it out.
Some years ago, the kids, you can see the fear in them. They don't know what to do with them or without them. And if my mom gone, of course I'm gonna stick by my dad. And I don't want them to, this ain't for them to think, but it's like, open your fucking eyes, man. Open your fucking eyes. And I'm pretty sure Quincy, God forgive me, I ain't saying it's true. He look like a guy that been touched, man. You don't even love your own father like that. And you on Instagram rooting for this man. You don't even love your own fucking father like that, my nigga. And if it wasn't for your father, you won't even know this man, man. So that's more of it's like a, I don't know, God forgive, I don't want to go there. It's just like some shit that a lover would do. You get what I'm saying? Opposed to a father, like that ain't your real father. Nigga. Yo, his kids ain't even going that hard. But
ooh, That nigga said that looked like something a lover would do. His own kids ain't even going that hard. Let me tell y'all something. Once you lose one parent, you even before the Diddy shit popped off, once you lose one parent, you gonna try to have something with the other one. You got a daddy. He right there. He literally right there. But there were rumors, even through the rumors. Let's just say you still don't believe that Diddy had anything to do with the unaliving of your mama. Nigga, you got a daddy right here. You love this nigga Diddy more than his own kids. You going harder than them niggas. So, and you can tell he not saying it in a disrespectful way. He really just observing shit, looking like, what? Come on now, we all human. What person literally what could have happened? Again, it could have been raised with Diddy. Diddy bad talked his daddy. I don't know. Could have been that. But this situation makes more sense to me because you over here going ham for Diddy and disregarding you got a whole daddy right there. Nigga, you look just like him. You don't have no biological mom. Regardless of if Diddy saved you, Diddy is not your biological dad. I get it. He raised you. That's fine. Even foster kids seek out their real parents. Let's talk about it. Even adopted and foster kids at some point seek out their real parent. Mama and or daddy. And you mean to tell me this nigga has this whole disdain so much so the only thing you'll get on here and say about your actual father, your blood, the man who birthed, who made sure you was able to even come in here. The only thing you have to say about him is, that's my partner? Nigga, what? Oh my God. Hey, Freddie spitting some real shit right here. Freddie, you got a whole daddy, my nigga. The fuck? This ain't of the culture.
Man, open your fucking eyes. And I'm pretty sure Quincy, God forgive me, I ain't saying it's true. He look like a guy that been touched, man. You don't even love your own father like that. And you on Instagram rooting for this man. You don't even love your own fucking father like that, my nigga. And if it wasn't for your father, you won't even know this man. So that's more of a, it look like a, I don't know, God forgive, I don't want to go there. It just look like some shit that a lover would do. You get what I'm saying? Opposed to a father, like that ain't your real father. Nigga. Yo, his kids ain't even going that hard. But a lot of people was victims for a long time. So a lot of people kind of happy Puffy gone. It's they not.
That nigga spitting, bro. And remember, we all know child trafficking and child stuff happens in the industry. Remember, nobody ever talks about it. We could talk about how he bat the piss out of Cassie and drugged her up the doggone hallway. We can talk about how he had this one, that one, and the third. Don't nobody ever talk about the situation with the kids. I showed y'all on here, him taking the doggone phones from the girls as they would get, let me go get it. Come on now, we're not doing that. We gonna talk real talk. I said it on the other video when we talked about Diddy before. When they were getting on the boat, he was taking the phone from the kids. Now, this is my thing. If you are going on a yacht and it's just you and your friends and whatever, and y'all collecting phones, I'm here for it because we might be doing some real freaky stuff. People might be cheating on their wives or whatever because I'm just a regular schmegular person, right? People might be cheating on their wives. We don't want nothing to get out. So yeah, y'all give me the confiscated. Let me confiscate y'all phones. But if I'm bringing my kids on the same boat, there is absolutely no reason I need to be collecting phones because anything that I would have done absent of my kids, I'm not doing with them on the boat. I'm not doing it. But it seems like when I saw Diddy collecting them people phones as they getting on the boat, hold on, here you go. Look, I said to myself, hold on. I said to myself, now what in Sam Hill's going on where the kids got to give up their phone? What's going to be happening on the boat in front of the kids? They kids. What's going to be happening on the boat where the kids got to give up their phone? Because anything adults do, that's one thing. Check it out.
Oh.
Got everybody's phone now? Got everybody's phone.
Got the boy's phone?
Huh? Yeah. Where the boys at?
Hi.
Hello. How are you? Merry Christmas. Excuse me, I need the phones, guys. I need your phones. I need your phones. I need your phones. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Quincy, I know you have 2 phones, Quincy. Oh, there you go. That's what I love. Yeah. Just Flow. So proud of you, Just Flow. Look at that. Got all the phones. Do I have everybody's phone?
So we got 2 cars. We got this car and the car over there. How would you like to?
This was my question. What in the entire hell could be happening on this boat with your kids that you got to take the phones? Now, again, if it's just me and a bunch of my colleagues and a bunch of my friends, and we about to go drive this yacht out to the middle of the ocean and start putting things in holes we ain't never put in before, all right, fine. Give me your phone, boo boo. I'll put my phone in the bag because I'm trying to get stuff stuck in my hole too. You know what I mean? But those things typically would not happen when children are around. So then why then, if my kids are on the boat, it's PG. If my kids on the boat, we're not doing what we see normally when it's just us. Yeah, give me the phones. We about to do some freaky shit. I got some niggas flying in. You know what I'm saying? We about to woo, woo, woo. You know, but with my kids, they not about to be witness or be around nothing like that. So I don't need to collect phones because we just about to go out here, have drinks, have, a good time, dance, boom, 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 and come back. My question is this: what could them kids have? What have they seen to where they got to give up their phones to get on the boat? See, Quincy is not Diddy's biological child. Yes, Quincy was raised by Diddy, but Quincy is not his biological child. I've always said this. When it came to LB Shore, you a bitch. And I know he's powerful and I know he's this and that, but nigga, I would have died behind mine. You not taking my son. Now, nigga, if Kim with you and we gonna split custody, nigga, he coming over here on the weekend holidays and boom, boom, boom. I'm going down, man, look. And that's my man, look, watch out. Watch out. If my child, I don't care who he with, who the nigga with, that's fine. And if y'all want to, even if you got the power to get the full custody or you get the majority custody, but nigga, on weekends and holidays, he coming by me and my people now. And if I got to die behind that, oh well, nigga, but my child ain't going to wake up and ain't going to grow up and feel like I just let him. No, we not doing that. We not doing that. It's certain things you supposed to die about. Your child, when it comes to shit like that, you supposed to go out behind that. You supposed to go out behind that. But he allowed Diddy to raise his child. Diddy is not his biological father. Now, we do know, and I'm just speculating. I'm not saying this is true, but we do know children are abused in this industry. They collecting phones from the girls. They got Quincy over here going ham, windmilling behind his daddy. What's going on? And that ain't even, and you got a real daddy. You have a real, rather if you think he a bitch ass nigga or no, you have a father. What is actually happening behind these scenes? Child. And not to mention, the boy who did the lawsuit has already said that the sons were in on a lot of the stuff. Them boys ain't innocent. I don't give a damn who they mom or they pa. But them, you guys, those are Diddy's kids. But them niggas grown. And from what I've heard, they done had their hands in a whole bunch of stuff. Them Girl, you think I'm worried about a billionaire's kid? Hell no. And they got poor babies running around here. Mama ain't home and they can't even, mama's leaving them out. Mama's leaving them in the house while they go on trips to Florida and leaving them churning 3, 4, 5 in the house by themselves. You think I give a damn about about a rich billionaire kid? To hell with them kids. I don't care. They got poor babies I need to be worried about. But that's just me. You know, I just find this to be funny. And I also find that that interview, y'all go check out that interview over there with Art of Dialogue, man, with Freddy P. That's a good ass interview, bro. That's a real good interview. He spit some real shit. And it never dawned on me until he said it about the Gene Deal situation, because Gene is trying to say that's not how he first met that girl. But again, you said you seen her a few times high. Maybe that's not her first recollection of how she met you. Maybe her first recollection was one when she was clear-minded and she could honestly be, oh, who this is? You know what I mean? Anybody who's been around somebody who's super drunk or super high know that they be blacking out. They don't know what the hell going on. But he's making sense. Everybody is pushing away from all of this and acting like they can walk away clean. If you were around Diddy, Cassie included, Kim included, we're not going to do that. If you are around Diddy or were around Diddy for extended period of times, and you witnessed something and you did not say something, you have dirt on your hands. I don't care if it's something as harsh as a murder or as light as a doggone slap. If you have witnessed those things and turned a blind eye, you will not walk away with clean hands. Period, point blank. It doesn't work like that. And I find that when it comes to not black people, to people in general, people tend to protect the person with the most money, and they tend to shut up when it suits them. Okay? Meaning, oh shit, that's messed up. He done pulled the girl hair off her head. Literally pulled her hair out from the root. But shit, I need this money. I got to take care of my kids. You're just as guilty. You're just as guilty. If you've heard about things that this man did and still decided to party with him, you're just as guilty. Yep, Mary J, Kim, J-Lo, Cassie. Cassie is a victim, but she's also a perpetrator as well. Because it was said Cassie laughed at Kim getting beat up. None of these girls deserve to get hit, but it was funny when Cassie thought she was going to replace Kim, and then, yeah, you replaced her, all right. You sure did. You sure did. Now, again, she was a victim, but she was also a part of the situation as well. So, Young Miami, yup, her too. All of them people, man, look, that's just, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all go check out the Art of Dialogue and check out that interview. It's only like 26 minutes, 27 minutes. It's a really good interview, y'all. It's really good. And he be spitting a lot of stuff. And again, he only had a small window of time to be around Puffy, I'm sorry. But if he can use his experience and read the book and say, okay, this seemed plausible, that seemed plausible, it's worth looking into, you know? It really is. And I just saw how everybody discredited the book. And I was squinting my eye at the book because if it was a clear man, where did you get it from? And this, that, and the third. But now that, like Freddie said, all the details in that stuff, come on, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Okay, Noli, your girl said he got an hour interview. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I only saw the 20-something minute one. I'm gonna have to check it out. Where Jag been? Girl, y'all check on Jag. Check on Jag. Girl, I don't know. You know she can't do no more interviews with them people, with the Blue Couch people no more. YouTube told them if they let Jag back on that, that they was gonna take their channel. So they can't do no more interviews. She can't do no more interviews with the Blue people. Now they went back to the old faithful, Charleston White. Now they went back to old faithful, Charleston White. And Giggity, Gangster. Y'all better check on Jag. She was just live on IG. Okay. Oh, girl, listen, that Pierce Morgan interview she did. Them people shut her. Come on, man. If Diddy got the power to take a whole dead body and he ain't even the next of kin, what you think? Come on. Them people got Jag up out of here. Them people got Jag up out of here. Child. I wouldn't want no part of that industry, bro. None. Y'all could have it. I want to be a regular bitch. I want to go to Walmart sometimes with my hair not done. I want to walk around that bitch if I got a headscarf on, whatever, with my slippers. You know, I ain't got my bra on today. I want to be a regular girl. I want to be able to just run to the gas station right quick, jump out, get the gas, jump right back in. I ain't got really no makeup. I want to be a regular girl. I don't want no fame. I don't want no fortune. I want to be a regular girl. Do you hear me? Sometimes I walk through Walmart. I ain't gonna lie, I be scared somebody gonna say voodoo and I ain't got no bra on. Oh, well. If you catch me outside, I'm just running out here real quick. I ain't got my bra on. My bad. Shit. I'm just coming out here to get this lettuce for this salad I'm making. Okay. Oh, Lord. Now, let's move on. This is deep. This is very, very deep. Y'all, this Diddy stuff is very, very deep. What do y'all think about Gene Deal? They say he walking back a lot of his stuff, too. I ain't seen Gene Deal in a long time. So... I don't know. I haven't been over there, but they say he over there walking back his statements and stuff. Child, these people is not playing with these people. Not Gay-Z. Kim said Gay-Z and his wife are next. Snoop is next too. Snoop need to go. All of them need to go, if you ask me. He backpedaling? Oh, wow. Never thought I'd see the day. Girl, they say Gene need to go to jail. Oh, Lord. I don't know. But Gene is a prior cop. Maybe he was planted there. Who knows? Who knows? Let's move on. Now, what's the other thing I had on here? Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Oh, yeah. Let's get into this last little piece of political stuff, and then we're going to get up out of here. So, a comedian came on to the Trump, what is it? To a rally. Now, according to Donald Trump said he didn't know this dude. Donald Trump said he didn't hire him. He didn't know where he come from. But allegedly, a comedian came on to the Trump rally and made a bunch of racist jokes. One of which he spoke about black people. He said, oh, look at there's a black guy in the audience. That's the one we played yesterday. He said he and I carved watermelon. And then he also said something about Puerto Rico being, he said there's a big pile of trash floating in the ocean. And he said, oh, my bad, it's Puerto Rico, something like that. Now, he's supposed to be like a, what do you call this? He's supposed to be like a roaster. I don't know why he would have a roaster. Trump would have a roaster at his rally. It really wasn't the time or the place. It was just as, having a roaster at Trump's rally was just as bad as having Scamala have Meg twerk. Like, there's a time and place, right?
A lot going
Hold
on.
on.
Like, a lot
So
going on.
here is the comment that was made, and that's got all of the not even, I don't know. First of all, niggas, why do y'all care? Why do y'all care what he say about Puerto Rico? Unless you're a black Puerto Rican, why do you care? Niggas need to start minding their own business and taking care of worry about what's going on with us. But the shade room and the neighborhood talk, they're ran by foreigners with the hard R, so they force feed it to Negroes, and Negroes is all up in arms. Check it out.
A lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. A lot.
So you heard what he said. He said there's a large piece of trash floating in the ocean. He said, is it Puerto Rico? Okay. Now, the shade room and the neighborhood talk caught this, and they're saying, oh my God, Trump is racist. Okay. I think all clear people are racist. I think that nowadays, 2024, they got Negroes that's racist too. Okay. Let's talk about it. Okay. So after they did that, people go all up in arms. They took that and ran with it, or whatever the case may be. And the right side started pulling up a rally from the Democrats, where they got George Lopez over there dragging the Mexicans. Check it out.
Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall. And George Lopez said, you better build it in one day, because if you leave that material out there overnight,
So the right feels like left y'all is hypocrites. Y'all want to sit up there and say that the clear man can't make a joke about Puerto Rico. However, George Lopez basically insinuated that all the Mexicans were thieves. That's why he said don't leave the materials there overnight. Now, Darylin Down Low Hughley, he took to his social media. I'm not going to get it, but he said something to the sort of, it's different when you making fun of your own race, right? So DL's situation was, his stance was, well, okay, it's fine for George Lopez to say something about Mexicans because he's a Mexican. But a clear man who's an American cannot say anything about a Puerto Rican because he's not Puerto Rican. Well, DL Hughley, by that logic, all black comedians should keep white comedians out, or white people out of their mouth. And vice versa. You see how that works? And when a girl called him out on that, he tried to say, this doesn't make any sense what you're saying. Well, Darylin Down Low Hughley, it makes absolute sense. If you're going to say that George Lopez could make thieving jokes about Mexicans, then that means keep your mouth off everybody that's not black American to be specific. Okay? But Darylin Down Low Hughley don't think like that. He was good for the goose is good for the gander. And Darylin, you know good and well, if you stop talking about clear people, you wouldn't have a career. That's why black people never really liked Darylin Down Low's stand-up, right? Because Darylin Down Low's stand-up, just like Chris Rock, it kind of catered more to jokes about black people to white people. Let's talk about it. So Darylin Down Low stand-up will literally go to shits because he won't be able to comment on the actions and the activities of the clear people because that's his whole routine. So you, Darylin Down Low Hughley, are the last person to speak about who should be able to say what. Because if that was the case, somebody brought this up. That means Dave Chappelle shouldn't be able to say anything about the LGBTQIA+ community because he's not a part of it. Why is this important? Why is this important? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? George Lopez said the Mexicans is thieves. The clear man said the Puerto Ricans is a floating, or Puerto Rico is a floating pile of trash. My thing with clear people, I don't understand is why they be acting like they not foreigners too. Let's talk about it. Since we here, we rolling. Let's roll it out. This what I don't understand about clears. Why do the clear people act like they not foreigners too? Did they forget that they too have ancestors that come off a boat in the early 1900s to a place called Ellis Island? Did they forget about that? See, whenever I see clear people make foreigner jokes, I be sitting here saying, how, Sway? How? You don't get to do that. Your people got off the boat just like they did. So how dare you, good fine sir? You don't get to sit up there and make foreigner jokes when the only people on this land who ain't foreigners is us, and we just don't know it. So you get to come on here and say, oh, the Puerto Rico, I like the Mexicans, I like the Hispanics, you know, some of them come over here, some of them, blah, blah, blah. Sir, you came over here too. Need I go get the photos? Let me go get the photos. Sir, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Like your mama and your daddy didn't come off the boat as well. Not to mention, I take that and raise you one better. If you are clear, what do you call it? If you are a clear Italian, you definitely need to have a seat because they treated y'all amongst the clears. They treated y'all like Negroes. That's what I heard. That's what I read. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. They treated y'all worse than the Negroes amongst your own kind. They thought y'all were like roaches and nothing. How dare you, Sway? How dare you? All you people came off of these boats. Let's get into it. This was the man who made the jokes. Sir, this was your ancestors right here. How, Sway? How, Sway? It's just the irony for me. See, in this pool of clears, on this boat, packed in like sardines, insert pun, was one of your ancestors coming over for freedom. So you get to say stuff like, oh, Puerto Rico is a big floating... Well, what part of Europe does your people reign from, sir? Because I'm pretty sure that was a big floating pile of trash, because that's why y'all was butt to balls on a boat to come over here. Don't do that. Now, if we're going to call it, we're going to call it. If we're going to be fair, we're going to be fair, okay? I just find it rich when I see clear people make these, America. No, you're a foreigner too, sir. You're a foreigner too. Butt to balls is what your ancestors was to get over here, sir. Don't do that. That don't go like that. Butt to balls, butt to balls. That was your people. Okay? So the Italians, the Irish, they got some nerve. They just started letting them come on and be a part of the in crowd. And I'm pretty sure most of them have Irish and Italian fucking ancestry. Oh, stop it. You were the Slavics amongst your people. Don't be like that. That's not fair. You're wrong for that, nah. Let's call a thing and a spade a spade. We're not going to call a spade a diamond. We're going to call a spade, okay? Now, right after this, here come Crime Bill Joe. I don't know who woke him up out of his sleep. Here come Joe. There you go. Joe decides he gonna come on here and say what he got to say, because he want to act like he really give a damn about the people on the island of Puerto Rico. Joe Biden, I don't know who gave him a booster shot. Looked like somebody gave him some Infamil or maybe some Pedialyte. Looked like somebody shot him up with some Pedialyte, and he done been more vigorous than I've ever seen. So here comes Crime Bill Joe. Crime Bill Joe, Joe Biden coming on here to say that, since you want to call the island of Puerto Rico garbage, then guess what, red people? Y'all are garbage. Girl, who shot this nigga up with Pedialyte? Look at your girl.
He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been. Donald Trump has no character.
So y'all heard whoever's inside of this skin suit of Crime Bill Joe, he said, how dare Donald Trump? That ain't the Puerto Rico he know. I don't know how Delaware got into it, but he also said Donald Trump go lay down because your supporters are garbage and what he said, whatever, something and un-American. Okay. Now, if this nigga don't look fake, I don't know what to tell y'all. This nigga look fake as cheese. Do you hear me? This nigga, and then he getting close to the camera. That nigga look fake as cheese. So that's what Crime Bill Joe had to say as it pertains to his situation, or his thoughts on Donald Trump. Now, these people are very desperate. They're extremely desperate. You got Scamala over there doing a speech on where they did January 6th was. They got her over there. You got Darylyn Hughley being the voice for Negroes. Him, Michael Ealy. I still think he was a serial killer in real life. Him, Michael Ealy. All these dogs. Look at Mayor Mark Morial, old bastard. All these people, these actors, and these are the people we supposed to be listening to. They over there doing Black Men Summits and all of this stuff. Pay attention to the people and what they're doing in this day and age, because back, when this blows over and they go to entertaining y'all again, I don't want y'all to forget this. I truly don't want y'all to forget this. I really don't want y'all to forget this, okay? Pay attention. Look at DL. Bitch, please. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. This is our leader, DL, Darylyn Download Hughley. This the one we supposed to be with? This the one, him right here? Oh, my Lord. My Lanta. This is big. You got Darylin Hughley, Darylin D.L. Hughley, down low Hughley. He is the one that we supposed to be listening to. Girl, this is a day of time. This is a day and a time. Do you hear me? Well, anyways, long story short, Biden said that the people on the right side is garbage. And, now it's going back to racism. Now, I did want to share this. So they interviewed Trump. Trump said he didn't even know the man. He said he didn't know who he was. He didn't know where this man came from. He didn't hire him. People are speculating that he was hired by the left to do just what he did. Wouldn't surprise me none. But Trump would not apologize. And people like the Shade Room and all these other places are taking that saying, see, he's racist. He won't apologize for the fact that he had that clear man on there being racist to the Puerto Ricans. Shade Room people, this is what I want to know. While y'all sitting up there hollering about the Puerto Ricans, did y'all just let the part fly over your head? If we're going to be mad, let's be mad. The Shade Room is letting the part what he said about the watermelons go over their head. We'll deal with that. They over here still hollering about the fact that he called Puerto Rico a shithole island. Nigga, what? Huh? What? No. And then he on then Charlotte McGay giving Donkey of the Day on here. Charlotte McGay giving Donkey of the Day on here. When you gonna get your Donkey of the Day, Charlotte McGay? You've been selling black people out for how long? Like when? When is your day for your donkey? Like this doesn't make sense. You guys get the likes up on the video, please. I just find it very rich that, and I see the play, so it looks different to me. I just find it very rich that these people get to point the fingers and blah. Now let's go over here to Donald Trump saying, I said what I said, but I don't know that man. I don't know who he is, and I'm not apologizing. And Trump, let me tell you something, you orange toupee wearing bastard. You getting your own way. Ego. It's about ego, because all you had to do was say, look, I didn't know who this man was. Whoever he was wasn't hired by me and my team, but I will apologize on behalf of what was said, because I don't believe that Puerto Rico is a shithole country, because that's all they care about. Okay. Now, these people, Donald Trump is going to put his foot down because he's a billionaire. He got ego, and he's going to say what he say, and people are going to say, see, he wouldn't even apologize. Look, check it out.
Event at Madison Square Garden went on for hours. I don't even know if you were there for the whole thing. I don't know what time you got there. I was told and made aware that you had no idea about this comedian who made comments.
I have no idea who he is. Somebody said there was a comedian that joked about Puerto Rico or something, and I have no idea who he was. Never saw him, never heard of him, and don't want to hear of him. But I have no idea. They put a comedian in, which everybody does. You throw comedians in. You don't vet them and go crazy. It's nobody's fault. But somebody said some bad things. Now, what they've done is taken somebody that has nothing to do with the party, has nothing to do with us, said something, and they try and make a big deal. But I don't know who it is. I don't even know who put him in. And I can't imagine it's a big deal. I've done more for Puerto Rico than any president, I think, that's ever been president.
So you have this big event at Madison Square Garden. It went on for hours.
This is the problem. Trump's ego is the problem. How do we go from that to I've done more for Puerto Rico? Sir, all you had to do was say, I don't know who this man is. I don't even know how he got on the stage. I wasn't there when he made the comments. I think that it could be possibly somebody planted him there without my knowledge. But I will say this, because this is not a part of the Republican Party and what we stand for. I want to denounce this man and say that I apologize, because my team should have known better, or whoever hired him should have known better to have him there. You know what? That would have smoothed everything over. But Trump is still a clear man, and he's a rich, clear man. He don't feel like he's going to apologize for nothing he don't want to apologize for. So now the left is taking that and going, see, I told y'all he racist. And everybody in the comments, see, that's why I'm not voting for the red side. And any black person voting for them, they crazy and they just as racist. And I'm just sitting here saying, these people playing in all y'all face, the red and the blue side. They playing in everybody's face. They playing in everybody's face. Now, Biden, somebody must have gave him his meds and they told him he need to get up here and apologize. Here go Crime Bill Joe. He says, earlier today, I referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage, which is the only word I can think of to describe it. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation. That's literally all Trump had to do. At least whoever the PR is for Crime Bill Joe is on it.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
He literally says, listen, I didn't mean, even though I don't believe it, I don't believe that. You meant what you said and you said what you meant. On both sides. If I feel like a parent separating two siblings from fighting when I'm talking about this, on my soul, I feel like I'm a parent that's trying to separate two siblings from fighting. They keep fighting and they getting on my nerves. I'm trying to watch my stories. Listen, both of them are at fault. Do I believe that somebody could have planted that roaster dude on there? Yeah, I believe it. But my problem with the red side is just come back and say, hey, that's not indicative of who we are. My bad. We should have did better. We'll do better in the future. Nigga, you only got less than a week to wrap this shit up. You can't even hold it down for 7 whole days. 7 whole days in my doggone in my Tony Braxton voice. You can't hold it down for 7 whole days. That's all, my nigga. 7 days. You can't hold it down. Now, this is what he heard. This is what happened when they heard about Biden calling them trash at the rally. Now, you know they're going to capitalize off of this. And let me say this before we get into it. Let me say this as well. They're capitalizing off of this situation where Biden called them trash the same way that the left side is trying to capitalize off the roaster who came up there and had everything to say about everybody and it didn't really even belong there. They both going tit for tat. Check out what happened at the rally.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I have breaking news for you, Mr. President. You may not have heard this. Just moments ago, Joe Biden stated that our supporters are garbage. Are garbage. He's talking about the Border Patrol. He's talking about nurses. He's talking about teachers. He's talking about everyday Americans who love their country and want to dream big again and support you, Mr. President. And I hope their campaign is about to apologize for what Joe Biden just said. We are not garbage. We are patriots who love America. And thank you for running, Mr. President.
Wow. That's terrible. That's what it says. That's what it says. So you have, remember Hillary, she said deplorable, and then she said irredeemable, right? But she said deplorable, that didn't work out. Garbage, I think, is worse, right? But he doesn't know. You have to please forgive him. Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said. These people, terrible, terrible.
Girl, all y'all terrible. I'm just, you know, I look at things different, y'all. I'm watching all these clear people behind him hollering, USA, USA, USA. And I'm saying, but y'all all foreigners. What do you mean, USA? What? I just be looking at shit different. But anyway, why is this important? This is a whole bunch of bull crap that each side is gonna get nothing but worse. That's literally how this goes. It's going to get worse. The neighborhood talk in the shade room are foreigners with a hard R pushing agendas toward y'all. Learn how to I follow them, but you got to learn how to decipher the bullshit. All they are leftists. I don't know how much they getting paid, but they must be getting paid good. All they do is post all leftist stuff and stuff to make the red side look bad. And this is all a show. This is all a show. It just goes back to my dream that I had. I told y'all about where in the dream, them people say everything is all staged. It's all staged. None of it is real. It's all staged. That's what I look at it. It's all staged. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. So that was that on that. I just urge my people. Black American people and my Black Americans in the Americas. I urge us to not be so quick to be emotionally charged behind words, because that was how they got us during the civil rights and thereafter. That's how they got us to be hypnotized to where we are now. Regardless of who says what and what happens, let's not be so triggered behind words and start paying attention to actions, okay? And the fact of the matter are, the people on both sides, none of them are here for our betterment. It's just so happened one just is not as bad as the other one. Okay. So with that being said, let's not be so, like I said, crazy about what somebody done said. Listen, girl, you said what you said, girl, whatever. Oh, he said they was cutting watermelon. So niggas still gonna have a watermelon at the next doggone cookout. Who gives a damn? I just had watermelon the other day from the not the French market, from the I'm thinking about New Orleans, from the doggone farmers market. Still gonna eat it. I don't give a damn what these clear people say. What do they do? That's what I care about. What do they do? And when I go from there, then we could go on with how we moving and things of that nature. But it's a whole ass mess, y'all. I ain't got time for this. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate each and everybody who came down. Did I see this super chat? Lady Lavish, thank you for the super chat. Not the baby daddy playing the fume. Lord help me. Yeah, child. If you did it and you the baby daddy, you get to keep the body and playing the fume. Girl. Look, that's the gag economic warfare. That was an odd joke. Watermelon hydrates the body. And listen, because they have made it a stigma in the media, you know, Black people try to not eat watermelon like that for real, when that's what really preserves us. Nigga, that's our hydration. Come on, man. Y'all let them people buck y'all up to feel like eating watermelon is racist. I see people, I won't eat no watermelon in front of a white person. Man, give me a slice. I don't give a damn, nigga. Watermelon is that's better than drinking that water out the bottle y'all be drinking. Come on, bro. Not the fake watermelon with the seedless, not that. I'm talking about the people who grow watermelon. That's your hydration. That's what keeps you. That's what retains you. That and the sun. Come on, man. You want to be hydrated? Eat more watermelon, not the store watermelon, the seedless. There's no such thing as a seedless fruit. If it don't have a seed, it's fake. I'm talking about the old man who be on the side of the road who sell watermelons off the back of his truck. That watermelon. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better eat that shit. Worry about what a nigga done said. Girl, please. I could give a damn about what a nigga say about a nigga eating watermelon. Give me a big slice. Give me the corner. I like the corner part. Give me the corner. Thank you. I'll take the corner, yup, and eat it right in front of I eat it in front of the KKK, girl. I don't give a damn. I'm eating my watermelon. And y'all should too. Okay? Now, with that being said, y'all, shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't already liked the video, I'm about to get off of here. Thank y'all so much for spending y'all morning with me. I hope I helped some of y'all get through the morning shift at work or something like that. I don't know. That's what I strive to do, and kind of give a little commentary, a little, comedy and a little education if I can sometimes as well. I appreciate each and everybody on the channel. If you are new, please subscribe. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. Okay. Love y'all down to the ground. I'm about to Joce y'all out of here. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here. Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.